with the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel and sponsored by Singer Jamaica Limited presents Paris Ayad. Come hang out with HP as we chat about the Olympics track and field with athletes, fans, coaches, and friends of Jamaica track and field and independent style. The Pegasus Hotel in Jamaica is the place to be from August 2 to 11. Come chat with HP Chat Track as we go live with interviews and discussions.
Your girl HP is on her mark, so get set ready.
On your mark, set, go.
Oh yeah, make we chat about it. What if I said, make we chat about it.
Let us cheer on Team Jamaica in Paris from Yad.
Check and feel at the topic.
Remember to subscribe, like, and share with your family and friends, Yad and abroad.
We're running it all the way, we're in the lead. We're running it, finish.
Hello. It is day 10 of track and field at the Paris Olympics, and of course we are here again. I'm your girl HP, your host, and with me I call him my data bank. Akil Henry is here, and welcome guys wherever you're tuning in from. Whether you are coming from Europe, Africa, Asia, North America, South America, Antarctica, Oceanic, it doesn't matter which continent you're coming from, welcome. And also thank you for staying with us for 10, well, not really full 10 days because we weren't here day 1 and I think day 8, but thank you very much for sticking around with us. And also I want to say thank you to our sponsors, the Jamaica Pegasus, big up the Jamaica Pegasus, Singer Jamaica Limited, Micah Wear, HP Entertainment, Wet Sundays Continues, and of course guys, I don't know if you're seeing the television in the back, but that is the television that we're going to be giving away today on a quiz. And I just want to say welcome, and today is the last day of our broadcast, and thank you for being here. And we're just going to get into it now. Today is the easy day. We don't have a lot happening today, but before we get into the events, let's just welcome Akil Henry, the doctor in the making.
So good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for having me again, HP. This entire broadcast has been really fun.
Yes.
I really enjoyed myself. I really enjoyed communicating my track and field knowledge and insights to the world. And we're on final lap, final day. And I'm expecting Jamaica to just give at least one last push. Given the Olympics and given how everything has played out. But outside of Jamaica's showing in the at the Olympic Games, I must say this Olympic Games has been truly entertaining. I have entertained I've been entertained through it all, from the sprint events to the from the sprint events to the distance events. It has been truly exciting. And what I will say is that in terms of performances and times, Paris did live up to its billing. I will agree to that.
Indeed, I totally agree with you on that. It was a bittersweet championship for me. Really, it's not one of the best. I've been watching the Olympic Games from I was a little teeny girl. I did not understand. The first Olympic Games I watched was 1980. I think it was a 1984 Games. A matter of fact, when I got an interest in the Olympics and track and field, it wasn't coming on television yet. I would listen on the radio, and I started listening from the 1980s. I wasn't even a teenager yet, but I had an attraction to the sport, and one of the two names I kept hearing in the 80s that stand out to me was the name Merlene Ottey Page. Yes, many of you might not know that name, but Merlene Ottey Page was one of the names I continuously hear as a little teeny girl. And the other name is Jackie Pusey. Jackie Pusey and Merlene Otti was two of the names that caught my interest as a little girl, and I wanted to do track. And of course, most of my track knowledge came from a broadcaster by the name of Mr. Bobby Frey. Most of my knowledge came from Mr. Bobby Frey. I used to write things in a book when I listened to Mr. Bobby Frey, things like where the athletes are from, their name, the event that they're doing, the times that they're doing. And of course, I got interested in track and field, and I started doing track myself. So, you know, but from I've started watching in the 90s, watching now, you know, to me, I would say this is one of, in terms of a lot of little things, I would say this is one of the worst for me. And I'm not talking about the amount of medals that we won or where we won the medals, but just the whole games from the opening ceremony. And, you know, things did not look consistent, things did not look fair in my eyes and stuff, but nonetheless, the show must go on, and another Olympic Games will come to an end tomorrow, August 11. And I have to big up the Jamaican team, and there's a lot to take away from this, especially the fact that our dominance came from the field, and now we have to look back. We have to look at this as a country, that track and field is an entire package. Track and field is not just sprinting. Track and field is track events that involve sprinting, middle and long distance, and of course you have the field events, you have the jumps, and you have the throws. So now we need to start looking at track and field as a whole, and in a way I have embraced the results that we're getting, because it will now tell us that as a country we need to spread out our wings and look at the sport
as a whole.
As a whole.
And just to give you some insights. So my family members, when I was younger, they watch the Olympic Games, and I was so used to hearing the American anthem that I actually thought that the American anthem was our national anthem. So growing up, so anytime I heard that the American anthem play, I would say to my father, "Daddy, that's the national anthem, Jamaican national anthem," and he's like, "No, that's not Jamaica's national anthem." So I would say that I have really followed track and field from 2007, Osaka, Japan.
Oh, wow.
And then
He's the baby, people. You hear when he started following track and field?
2007.
2007. Oh my God, the
Yes.
baby.
And 2007 and 2007 and 2008 was when I really got into the Olympic Games big time. And it's not just only in track and field, but also swimming as well with Michael Phelps. So, I would say that, 2008 was really my first big Olympic Games. But, as it relates to Paris Olympic Games, I will say that, in terms of on a production basis, I would say it hasn't been my favorite Olympic
it's
Games.
Not my favorite.
I would say that having been through Beijing, Rio, London, and
Even
Tokyo, I would say that it's actually one of the weakest, or it's the weakest of the lot. But
just to hold that thought, guys, looking at the screen now, we have the men's high jump final is going on, and of course Jamaica's Romain Beckford is on the runway about to make his attempt. Let's see
his first attempt.
Yeah, let's see what is going
So
on
easy
there.
going, very clear. Very clear attempt. Very comfortable attempt. I would be very excited for him if he got a personal best today. His personal best, ladies and gentlemen, is 2 meters 28. I would be really excited for him if he got a personal best today.
At least a personal best.
At least a personal best. So the bar is at which distance?
I'm checking it as we speak. Okay, here we are.
So the bar is currently at, well, they are not showing it as yet. Okay, but it's really exciting. The Olympics is really exciting, and just seeing how Jamaica has grown over the years from 11 medals in Beijing, to 12 medals in London, to I believe is double figures again in Rio de
Rio.
Janeiro. And Japan, Tokyo, we had 9 medals, and now here in Paris we have 6. And I think a lot of individuals would attribute our success to just the overall prowess of Usain Bolt.
And just to say, Romain Beckford is actually leading along with the Italian and the Korean.
So the
for their
opening,
first run.
so the opening height is 2 meters 17. So we expect him to be comfortable over those, over those heights. But I do believe that Jamaica, based on the talent that we have, based on where how we have grown in terms of the landscape of track and field, I really do believe that Jamaica should be at least targeting 15 to 20 medals at an Olympic Games. And when I look back at these championships, even though it wasn't a great championships on the track side, the field looked really there was a lot of prospects in the field. And I don't want the next Olympic Games to come and we're back at it again on the track, but then the field events just drop off.
But Akil, I'm glad that you touched that point. I think, did you know that there are some countries that actually plan how many medals they want to win at the Olympic Games? Their long-term plan is how many medals they want to win at the Olympic Games, and what they have done, they've set up short-term plans in order to get there. And this is why a country like America can do so well, because even individuals, if you heard Noah Lyles, he had plans for 4 gold medals.
Indeed.
That was his long-term plan.
Indeed.
And he was doing his short-term plan, was getting himself ready to the point where Noah went indoors to work on his start, to sharpen up himself for the 100-meter. So he was actually on his way to getting his 4 Olympic gold medal. Of course, we know what
happened in the 200 meters.
In the 200 meter with him getting sick and stuff. So as a country, we need to plan. I don't think we plan. I think we just said, okay, it's an Olympic year, we are going to the Olympic Games. But as a country, what do we want to achieve?
Well, I won't go as far as to say that we don't plan. But what I will say is that I do believe that plan needs to be communicated to the public some more. If it is that it's taking place, because in order the road to 20 medals at an Olympic Games, or the road to 15 to 20 medals at Olympic Games, it can't just be J3 pushing this. It has to be a general concerted effort by all the players in track and field. We're talking about the local clubs, local track clubs. We're talking about the international, coaches. There has to be a vested interest in Jamaica wanting, to earn those medals, because,
But in order for us to get there, you have to have someone at the helm.
That is true.
And the person at the helm is the JOA/the J3A. So they have to now start a campaign to say, look, in LA, Los Angeles, where they're going in 4 years, we want to win 20 medals. And then you start putting things in place that will lead up to that. So we start putting more interest in the middle and the long distance. We start putting more interest in the field events, and we start pushing, we start helping the coaches to get the resources that they need in order, because the long-term plan is 20 medals in LA.
And not only,
the short-term plan now is us finding the resources and helping the different clubs, because a lot of times the clubs are on their own to get athletes ready.
And not even track and field as well, but even in other sports, other disciplines as well. You start the recruiting process from now. Inviting individuals to, inviting interested, talented individuals to come in and to really be a part of Jamaica's legacy in at the Olympic Games, whether it's in boxing, whether it's in track and field, whether
Like
it's in cycling,
swimming,
gymnastics,
it
you know,
doesn't matter.
because if you look at the depth of the US and if you look at the depth of the US and Great Britain in gymnastics, I really do believe that Jamaica can benefit from recruiting some of some of the top gymnasts of Jamaican ancestry, of course, to represent Jamaica. But it's time. They're the ones who are in charge. We're the ones sitting here and commenting on these things. But I really hope that it's something that stimulates interest or stimulates thought.
But you see, the thing is, people like us who have an interest in Jamaica's success in track and field and sports and stuff, we have to continuously have these conversations so that if the powers that be see this or hear about it, it can at least trigger something in them to say, the Jamaican people are calling for this. How can we make this happen? How can we see? Because believe it or not, Jamaica has a medal in cycling.
Yeah, we do have a medal in
cycling.
cycling.
We have a medal in cycling. So we have medal in 2 events, and we've done well in swimming so far, where we have the likes of Janelle Atkinson and Alea Atkinson, who have gone on and have done exceptionally well for us, finishing 4th. That 4th spot, I don't know. I think they need to start creating medals for that 4th spot now, because, and the thing is that, what are we doing to continue the swimming legacy?
And when you look at the junior level, that last World Under 20s in 2022, Jamaica was able to attain 15 medals at those championships, rivaling the United States on the medal table. And when I think back at those championships, I'm thinking that Jamaica, at the youth level, show that they can rival the United States. And I think that those ambitions must be translated at the senior level as well. But as I said before, it will take a concerted effort, from the respective bodies, one, to get the necessary sponsorship needed, and two, to really clean things up.
Yeah.
As relates to the team events, I do believe that if more incentive, more stakes were added to our participation in these really events, that people would take it seriously.
It goes back to what I've always said. If we create the space, it's just like if you want people to come to your business place. You create a business place, a company, you market it, and people start supporting. Just like a club or a social gathering. If you want people to support your business, what do you have to do? You have to market it.
That is true.
You have to market it, and people will come. You can't just have a product and sit down on it and expect that people must go out and search you out and all of that. You have to market your product and get people to buy into it. But we are not doing that as a country, and we've seen it season after season. And sticking to track and field, look at even our trials. Why should we have all our top athletes competing in one space for a weekend, and we cannot, even 3/4 of the stadium, we cannot get 3/4 of the stadium, people into 3/4 of the stadium?
Yeah.
That shows that we are not marketing, because when I came to Jamaica for the trials at the end of June, and when I tell a lot of people that I'm here for the Olympic trials, they're like, trials is this weekend? No, in Jamaica, people should not be, you should be running ads everywhere people turn. People should know that the Olympic trials are the national trials. It's going on. You should not have people in a country where we've done our best in track and field, and you have a big event like that and nobody knows about.
Well, what I will say is that what I will say on in defense of J3 is that they had actually started their advertisements well in advance. This year they actually advertised.
I disagree.
They actually advertised. They advertised the trials like at the first month of June. That's when the advertisement came for national trials on television.
When they advertise it?
The first week in June.
And that's not good enough. You having an event in June and you start promoting it in June. This event, all right, I'm going to give you an example. 2020, when we had the pandemic, 2020 was supposed to be Tokyo. And 2020, by February, March, the US trials was sold out for the Olympic Games, for their swimming and their gymnastics. That is how you market an event, and their trials wasn't happening until later on down like us. So you cannot be having an event in June and start your marketing in June. By January, when the track and field season start, we should be see every time I go on social media to look to see if the J3 is marketing the trials. Nothing. You know, when I saw it the week before trials, we start advertising. No, not good enough.
Understood.
Not good enough. I'm sorry, it is not good enough. We need to do more to promote the sport, get people excited about it. People start getting all riled up. Create season pass for the bleachers so that people can come in every day and fill up the stadium. Create a season pass for $1,500 because nobody is coming in there when you don't market it. So create a season pass, call it, say $2,000 for the 4 days. Sell that season pass in advance so people would have already have that ticket in their hand. So every day them wake up, them say, all right, I'm going to go trials, because I already buy the season pass. But when you don't do that, people will say, oh, I'll just watch it on TV. I don't need to go. Gate receipt is a very important part of revenue in sports.
Indeed.
And we don't take that seriously. We don't take gate receipt seriously.
Understood.
We don't.
So as things stands, if men's 800 meters is going along and, so it's a real last push to the line. So a good run there from the Kenyan. So it's between the Kenyan and... So, is it a world record? The men's 800 meters.
Okay, let me pick that up for you. Men's 800 meters.
That was a very fast.
All right, let's see what the time is if we get a championship record.
No. Wait. Okay, so wow. It's a very fast time. Whoa. That is a very fast time. So, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the men's 800 meters. So, Emmanuel Wanyomi, he continues the dominance of the Kenyans in this event. He won in the second fastest time in history, 1 minute 41.19 seconds, a personal best. The world champion from Canada, Mr. Marco Arop, he ran an era record of 1 minute 41.20 seconds. The world leader coming to this event of Algeria, he ran 1 minute 51.50 seconds. Not even his season's best would have been able to win this race. A national record for Bryce Hoppel of United States of America, 1 minute 41.67. But ladies and gentlemen, I tell you about this Olympic Games. 7 athletes ran sub 1 minute 43 in these Olympic Games in the 800 meters. It just shows you how competitive these events were here at these games.
When you look at these times, how can we fit in? How can Jamaica fit in the middle distance, the 800 meters?
Ladies and gentlemen, Jamaica's national record is 1 minute 54 seconds. Well, 1 minute 54.94. It's 1 minute 54. 1 minute 54. Navaske Anderson. He is the national record holder. Not that one.
54.
Sorry, 144. Sorry, thank you. 144. Thank you, producer. So it's 144. The winner of this race is running 141.
141.
So it shows, so that's a 3 second gap between where our top athlete in this event is and where the top athletes of this event is, and definitely something that we definitely have to look into going forward. But the thing about the 800 meters is that for the 800 meters, the men actually split 50 seconds at the first 400 meters. So it means that these gentlemen are very fast 400-meter runners. So when you look at the preparations for the men's 800 meters, it's not just where they have strength, but you also have the speed. You also have to have the speed as well to match it as well. But an excellent run from Wanyomi. The Kenyans are actually they've actually not lost this title they actually not lost this title in 16 years. So this is their fourth back-to-back title in this event.
And of course, they set the world record with one
David Rudisha
in 2012. Outstanding. But just to go back to our legacy a little bit and what we need to focus on, what do you think as a fan, as a track and field fan like myself, what do you think we need to do in order to get anywhere close to here?
Well, what I would say is that the Kenyans or the Africans, they do well, at the middle distance and the long distances. One of the things that we can do to improve in this regard is, establish relationships with these countries. We train their sprinters, they trained our middle distance runners.
Had that discussion. Our government, they during the bold Veronica Shelley early era, they came out and said that we are going to be collaborating with Kenya, where they send their people here, we send our people there. Have we been doing that?
Well, I'm not sure. We have seen some Africans coming to Kingston College and running for Kingston College into the high school, but we have not seen how that has happened at the senior level. So that's probably something that could be looked into.
The powers that be, when they return from these games, and I'm hoping that they will think about it, and somebody who they will listen to will have a conversation with them and said, look, coming back from the championship, I don't even know if we do post-mortem.
Indeed.
I've never seen a press conference when they come back from a championship. So I'm trying. Somebody need to talk to them and say, look, you need to do a post-mortem. Look at this Olympic Games. Look at where we went down. Look at what we need to improve. Look at where we did well, and look at what we need to maintain. And because we can't just come home and sit down and then 4 years time who come to the trials make the team. And no, we need a long-term plan as a country. We need to target medals, and at the country level we need to now start helping the clubs to say, okay, we know that you're running your club independent of us, but how can we help to help you to better improve these athletes so that when we go to global championships, we can look better on the medal table. That's what we need to be doing. The federations need to be working with the clubs in order, because at the end of the day, it is about one Jamaica. It is not about the clubs. Clubs cannot compete at global championships. So, we have to work together as a unit, as a country, and work on things, because we have a lot of things to work on. Okay, Beckford seems as if he just
cleared his.
He just cleared 2. Let me tell you.
2 meters.
2 meters. Or here we go. Yes. I think he cleared 2 meters.
So they're at a new height now, new bar.
I think so.
So 2 meters 22. So he has first time clearance of 2 meters 22. So the next bar would be so the next distance would be 2 meters 27. So wonderful stuff from Beckford. And I said before, I really hope that he gets a personal best today.
Yes, I hope so. If he cannot get on the podium, at least a personal best. But looking back, as we said, looking back at the Olympic Games, and there's so much that we need to improve on, and I'm calling on everybody, whether you have a podcast, however, if you want to come on my show and talk about it, HP Chat Track, let us continue to have the discussion. Let us push it out there, and let us push for the resurrection of our 800 meters or our middle and long distance, because guys, I've said it on the show before and I'm going to say it again. Jamaica's Olympic legacy as it relates to medals start with the 800. The 800 meters was the first medal that we won at the Olympic Games, and that was by Mr. Arthur Wint, formerly of Calabar and Excelsior High School. He won in 1948. He won a silver medal, and he came back 4 years after at the 1952 Olympic Games and won a silver medal again in the 800 meter. I think we can get back there, but we have to put in the work. We have to set up, we have to do strategic planning in order to get there. We need long-term planning and we need short-term planning. The short-term planning is what will get us to achieve the long-term plan.
So, ladies and gentlemen, so just to give you some information, so Romain Beckford is currently in 10th position in the high jump. However, you know, Mr. Tambiri of Italy, the reigning Olympic champion, he has had problems at this current height. He's actually on his final jump in this event, so if he gets another red flag, that means he'll be out of the competition. So
wow,
things are heating up in the men's high jump.
Getting competitive, very competitive.
Indeed. Understood HP, you know, understood. And I think, you know, I said before, whatever push, you know, that the country has towards gaining medals and, you know, improving our status at the Olympic level, it has to be a concerted effort. You know, and as I said before, I hope we do get the opportunity to interview some persons who, you know, who would be, you know, willing to share their perspective or have their conversations about how we can improve Jamaica's standing in this way. But let's talk about today's events.
Let's talk about the women's 100-meter hurdles coming up at 12:45 with Akira Nugent.
Her chances. So Akira Nugent is the second fastest woman this year in the event. She qualified as a non-automatic qualifier from the semifinals in 12.44 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to highlight that this women's 100-meter hurdles field is stacked. The slowest time going to the final is 12 meters 50. 12 meters 50 is the slowest time going to the final. Toby Amusan, the world record holder in the event, did not make the final. Daniel Williams, the world champion in this event, did not make it into the final. And it just shows you that this event is it's just gone up to a different level. It's just gone up to a different gear. And you know, you think about the competition that she faces. I believe Akira Nugent, if she executes her race, she should be on the podium this afternoon.
Yeah, it's about execution, and it's not what you've done in the first round, it's not what you've done in the semi-final, but what you will do in the final that will determine, you know, how you are ranked, whether you're ranked on the middle of the podium, to the left or to the right. It is just about execution. And again, this event is it's very competitive, it is very unforgiving, it is an obstacle event. And just to go back in history a little bit, I mean, Lolo Jones, I don't know how many of you remember Lolo Jones. Lolo Jones was a clear favorite at the Beijing Olympics. She was on her way to winning that gold medal, and she clipped, I think, the 9th or 10th.
She clipped the 9th hurdle.
And she was thrown out, and that event was won by Dawn Harper.
Yes, and Police Felician. Yeah, Police Felician of Canada as well. But I remember watching that race, and you know, Dawn Harper Nelson, she actually finished third in her trials, so she just made the team, and she wasn't the favorite, and you know, that was when the world was introduced to one Sally Pearson.
Oh yes,
from Australia. You know, they were 1-2 in that event. It was a really good Olympic final. It was very tight. You know, Felipe Lopez Schlepp, she was a bronze medalist back then. But you know, a lot of stories, you know, coming from the Olympic Games. You know, the hurdles. You know, it's an event that, no one has ever defended the title in this event. And Jasmine Camacho Quinn, she looks prime and ready to defend her title. She looked awesome in the semifinals. She looked ready. She looked ready.
But I have a question. In the World Championship, people have managed to win back-to-back titles or win multiple titles as in champion. Why is the Olympic Games so hard?
Why is it so hard? So the hurdles is a relatively new event in Olympic history. It's a relatively new event in comparison to others. That's one. Two, it's an event that is dominated by the Europeans. It was initially dominated by the Europeans. And, the Europeans, what would happen is that they would have, so you'd have nations, nations would have different top hurdlers. So you have one hurdler from Belarus winning the Olympic title, and then next, the next Olympic Games, and next, hurdler from a different nation, different European nation winning the title itself. But when you look at the history of the event, it's an obstacle race. And it's not an event that athletes have gripped, can say that they have gripped with their hands. Because if you look at one, Sally Pearson, when she won the Olympic title, she won the World Championship title the year before, and then the following year after the Olympic Games, she had, she was competing against one Brenna Rollins. And we all know how ominous Brenna Rollins was in that 2013 championship. So, it's an event where you have a lot of talents, new talents, rise and, and come to the table. So, yeah, it is really exciting. It's really an exciting event.
I think the sprint hurdles is one of those events where you see the talent, the rising of the talent is so fast that
Indeed.
people do not get enough time to settle in the event, because the turnover, that's the term I was looking for, the turnover is so high and
Indeed.
it's so rapid that when you see a person like Grant Holloway that will win back to back
championship titles,
and
yes.
now winning the Olympic title. There's a gentleman from the United States, Alan Johnson. Right, he was one of them. I think he won 4 to 5 world titles.
Indeed.
So when you see people do that, look at Darren Robles. He did not stick around very, very, very long.
And that was predominantly due to injuries. And and as I said before, we had that conversation earlier this week. When you compare Grant Holloway to Darren Robles and Liu Zhang, if you look at it, Liu Zhang and Darren Robles, in my opinion, are probably more technical than Grant Holloway. However, when you look at Grant Holloway's body of work, you still have to say that his body of work is more legendary than those athletes. But going back to the women's 100-meter hurdles, which is on our screen now. So quick correction: 12:52 was the slowest time to make it into the final. But Akira Nugent will be running from lane number 9. So we're gonna bring up the.
How did she get lane number 9? Oh, she finished third.
Yeah, she finished her third.
Sometimes I'm confused how the lane draws, because you can win your semi-final and end up in lane 9, or you can finish third or whatever and end up in an outer lane. Sometimes it's just
like
last 200 meters.
Well, last year World Athletics had published a rule change as it relates to lane allocations for semifinals and finals. So I'm a little bit surprised that persons are confused by it, are startled by it, because those rules would have been stated last year. So just to give persons some perspective on the rules. So as it relates to the 400 and the 200 meters coming off the curve, so the preferred lanes would be lanes number
5, 6, and 7.
The preferred lanes would have been well, actually, preferred lanes would be 5, 6, 7, and 8 on a 9-lane track. However, but on an 8-lane track, it would be lanes 4, 5, 6, and 7. So, you know, those were the changes as it relates to the non-automatic qualifiers. The non-automatic qualifiers were initially placed in lanes 1 or 2 or 2 and 3. Now they're placed in lanes 2 and 9 or 1 and 8. So those are some of the changes that World Athletics had institutionalized last year. So I'm surprised that persons are surprised by this. But, you know, it's something that has been, you know, from last year.
Indeed. And looking at this lineup for the women's sprint hurdles final, can America get a sweep? Can Camacho Quinn break up the sweep? Can Akira Nugent get on the middle of the podium? Can the indoor champion and world record holder Devon Charlton get on the podium outdoor finally?
But this is what makes this setup very dangerous. So the Americans, all three Americans are beside each other, and they can actually motivate or pull each other to actually pull off the sweep. However, Jasmine Camacho Queen, you know, Akira Nugent, you know, Devine Charlton, Serena Samba Mayela, these are very competitive athletes. So these athletes are more than capable of stopping this USA sweep.
Wow. I'm nervous, people. Here is a chance for us to get another medal, preferably the gold, but you know, as Akil said, this is
any one of the 8 ladies.
This is what you call
any one of the 8 ladies.
This is what you call a loaded field, and
any one of the 8 ladies can win this event. This is how stacked this event is, and you know, I'm really looking forward to see the competition.
And
here.
They're going on their marks. They're going into their blocks now. Whew. This is going to be quick. Do you think we will get a world record here? It is a fast track.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a world record, but I highly doubt a world record will occur at this time.
All right, can Jamaica do it? Can Jamaica get on the podium?
Good start from, oh no, Akira Nugent stumbled on the first.
Yeah.
So Serena Samba Mayela creates the upset, and it's Samba Mayela of France who is the champion.
Wow.
Incredible.
Wow. What happened to Akira there?
In fact, I think
she hit the hurdles.
She hit the hurdles.
Yeah, her reaction time was
so it might
slow.
So actually it might be Masai Russell who is the Masai Russell who is given the Olympic title of the United States of America.
And Camacho Quinn.
So Camacho Quinn
got the silver medal. Oh no.
And Serena Samba Mayela in second place in 12.34 seconds. Jasmine Camacho Queen third.
Found herself on the podium again.
Nadine Vasseur of Netherlands 12.43 seconds. Grace Stark 12.43. Devine Charlton 12.56. Akira Nugent in 8th place.
Akira Nugent, her reaction time was she was actually behind.
Well, actually, she's one of the better starters.
Yeah, you're right.
She's one of the better starters.
When you look at the reaction time,
she was one of the better starters, but that first hurdle,
I think she clipped the first hurdle.
The first hurdle.
And she did not finish.
And she did not recover from then.
As a matter of fact, she had the second best reaction time, third.
She had the third best reaction time. So she started really well, but that first hurdle, and you know,
yeah,
really disappointing for
this
Akira.
Is the thing, and this is the thing about the hurdles. You just never know what you're going to get. The hurdles, people, you just never know what you're going to get. You can be the best going into an event. Now,
but Jasmine Camacho Queen was actually leading
the race. Is it a photo finish?
But then Jasmine Camacho Queen clipped, I believe it's hurdle number. Okay, so Akira Nugent would have been disqualified because she didn't complete her hurdles.
She would not. She would be a DNF. Did not finish.
No, she's disqualified because she finished the race but did not went over the hurdles.
Oh, she walked to the finish line.
Yes,
oh, okay. Yeah, that would be well, as it is right now. They have a DNF. Yeah, they have a DNF for her.
But congratulations to Masai Russell. You know, finally got that monkey off her back. She's a 2024 USA champion. Lost the NCAA title last year to Akira Nugent. You know, good to see her recovering and rebounding. You know, she actually has a YouTube channel. You know, and I'm so happy for her. She's very popular on her YouTube channel. You know, but it's good to see you when the Americans really delivering on the promise.
They know how to win this event. America knows how to win this event, and
remember in 2016 they got the clean sweep.
Yeah.
They swept this event.
And you know something, guys. I remember when we were doing the prediction show, and I was being pressed to pick the medalist, and I remember I said to my panelists that it's very hard to pick because this Olympic Games, it is, apart from Sydney McLaughlin's event on the track, all other events were open as far as I'm concerned.
Ladies and gentlemen,
it was so hard.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, HP was being very. She was being sitting on the fence.
No,
she was sitting on the fence.
No, it's not a matter of sitting on the fence, because even though you guys were on the panel, a lot of the names that you guys call did not even deliver.
They
were all open.
For the prediction show, I actually predicted Serena Samba Mayala to finish to get the silver, and Camacho Quinn to got the bronze. Who did you
pick for the winner? You
picked Akira Nugent for the
And that's
gold.
what I'm saying. I was pressed. People were pressing me. Oh, HP, pick on it. But the thing is, when I look at the competition leading into the championship, the Olympic Games, I realized that when you look at the events and how well athletes were performing around the world, they were all open. Sydney McLaughlin event was the only event that wasn't open, and the results show us, because a lot of the people who win the gold medal, we did not have them to win.
Yeah,
well, you guys who picked Unseen, I wish that he was here, but Unseen Sports TV, wherever you are, big up yourself. He was one of them who was pressuring me and said, HP, you need to pick, and I keep saying to him,
but I just want to highlight,
the championship is open.
I just want to highlight though, the top five women in this event ran below 12.45 seconds. Whoa. 12.45 in the past would have guaranteed you victory. Ladies and gentlemen, 12.43 was the world championship winning time last year. 12.43 would have gotten you 4th and 5th place at these championships, and they ran into a negative win. So the
Olympic record is still safe, and the world record
those
records are still safe.
However, Jasmine Camacho Quinn has now entered the line of Olympic champions who have not defended their title in this event. Once again, it just shows
it's not easy.
It shows you that this event is a really tough event to really defend your title in. But Akira is young. Akira, Nugent has a long career ahead of her, barring injuries. I think she should use these last 2 championships as, motivation for her career going forward. You look at Bridget Foster Hilton. Bridget Foster Hilton won her first world championship title at age 33. So she has a long career ahead of her, and I don't think she should. Even though she will be disappointed by this race, I do believe that there's a lot of encouragement, or a lot of encouraging signs from this event. But I'm really happy for Akira Nugent. I'm happy for Masai Russell. I'm happy for Serena Samba Mayela. I'm happy for Camacho Quinn. A little bit disappointed for Devine Charlton. Bahamas have actually not won a medal in the track and field segment at the Olympic Games, and it would have been lovely
for her to take something home for the Bahamas.
And remember, we talked about yesterday's guest who was very confident that she could win gold. It it's really disappointing that it wasn't to be today. However,
And
I think she's actually the teammate of Masai Russell. So, she will definitely look at this, seeing her teammate winning Olympic gold, and be thinking, next time around will be my shot, my time.
And if you look, you mentioned that Camacho Queen wasn't able to defend her title. If you look at the history of the Olympic Games, especially in the sprints, is only a few athletes have been lucky. I don't even want to use the word lucky because they would have worked hard for it. But only a few have defended their title. And I'm not just talking about the hurdles. We're talking about the likes of Usain Bolt. He was able to do it. Shelley Ann Fraser-Price was able to do it. Veronica Campbell-Brown was able to do it. Elaine Thompson-Era was able to do it, are some of the few. Not even when you look at even America, when you look at Gail Divas was able to do it also. Evelyn Ashford wasn't able to do it. Flojo wasn't able to do it either. Even the great Carl Lewis in the sprints wasn't able to do it when he won 1984 and Ben Johnson won 1988, even though he was upgraded. But it is just to show you how competitive and how things can change, over 3 or 4 years.
But the closest athlete closest athlete to defending 100-meter hurdle title was Dawn Harper Nelson. She won the title in 2008 and then got a silver medal in 2012. But yeah, as I said before, it just shows you the hurdles event is a very very difficult event to really grip your teeth, for any one person to really hold it with an iron fist, in comparison to other events. But I'm really happy. I'm really happy for the athletes who medaled today, and Jamaica once again missing out on a medal.
On another medal. Guys, we were chasing the century because before the championships, Jamaica was on 88 medals, 87 of them track and field. So we were actually hoping that we would get to the century barrier, which is 100
So Romaine
medals.
Beckford.
And Romaine Beckford is still on the runway. But
so 2 meters 27 would represent, close to his personal best. So he misses out. So this is his final jump. So 3 red flags at 2 meters 27, so he will
he's definitely
be out of the competition. But happy to see his representation, happy to see Jamaican's representation in the high jump for men.
Yes, indeed.
Fun fact, we are actually the current holders of the U20 title in this event. Mr. Pottinger, he won this title back in
actually the junior
time, yes. U20. He won this title back in 2022. So I hope this is an event that is up and coming up, up and coming event for us. And I said before, it goes back to what we had said earlier, that the Olympic bodies, the heads, they should be looking at Los Angeles and even the Olympics in 2032 and be thinking we should be aiming for 20 medals at these championships, and what can we do to ensure that we attain these 20 medals? Because the talent pool is getting wider and wider.
Indeed. And people like me who stay very close to the legacy, to the history, this is what I want to hear. I want to hear people saying we need to have a target. You need to target something, and then we work towards it. And all of the clubs now work with the federation. So the federation is kind of like the people at the top. And you reach out to the different clubs and say, look, let us have a meeting. Los Angeles in the United States, we want to go to the United States for the Olympic Games and bring down the house. How can we do it? How many medals can we want to target? Let's say we want to sweep the sprints. We want to get into the 800-meter final. We want to get into the 1500-meter final for men and women. There are eight field events in track and field. Jamaica has gone to the Olympic Games in 7. Let us target the pole vault now. We've done the javelin, we've done the hammer, we've done everything else. Let us now target the pole vault. Let us see if we can get someone and just keep growing the legacy.
Indeed.
You know,
But just to highlight though that in the men's high jump, you know, the Italian defending Olympic champion, or one of the defending Olympic champions, Tambiri, he's also out in the men's high jump.
Yeah.
You know, he was unsuccessful in clearing 2 meters 27. So, you know, it's definitely something for us to look into. You know, as a nation.
yeah.
And you know, I said before, the target should be 20 medals. You know, either at the next Olympic Games or the Olympic Games in 2032.
I think we can target it for 2024 because
2028.
2028, sorry, because when you look at what we've done in the field, when you look at this team that is in Paris, this is a fairly young team.
Indeed.
That is delivered. When you look at the women's 100 meter, Shelly Ann is not going back to the Olympic Games. I'm not sure if Elaine will be going back. Elaine can go to another Olympic Games. Will she make the team? We don't know. Sharika, who just turned, 30? We might have a shot at another Olympic Games. Let's take the top 3 out of it. The ladies in the wings, we have the Clayton twins, we have Brianna Liston, we have Alana Reed, we have Serena Cole. We have a batch of young ladies that we need to start working on. For the men, Kishane Thompson is just 22. We have maybe 2 or 3 more.
Oblique Civil is 23.
Oblique Civil
Both
is
of them
23.
both of them are 23.
Right. So what we should do is focus on this that we have here and now start pushing and find out from the clubs, what do you guys need, how can we help, and start sourcing these things. Let's say a club say, okay, we don't have a gym, we need a gym, how can you help us to set up a gym? The J3 is supposed to can pick up the phone and call and say, look here, you know,
what I will say is that, you know, there's only so much that the J3s can do.
We can do a lot.
However,
we're a powerful body. We just need to use. We just need to use our strength.
I do believe that you know, the things that we lobby for can be, you know, we can lobby for more things.
Yeah, and
but there are limits to what we can do.
I know there are limits to everything that man can do. But the point I'm trying to make, it doesn't take a lot to furnish a gym. If a club, let's say Elite, come and say, okay, Mr. J3A, this is what we want to do for 2024. We don't have a gym. Help us to set up a gym. The J3A is, number one, is a non-profit organization. When you're non-profit, people want to give you things, especially if it is to build your country. Call up some countries that you have good relationship with and said, look, we're begging, we're targeting 2028 Olympics. We are begging some gym equipment. In America, you can get things. People change out things every day. You don't have to buy the new equipment, but you can reach out to these companies and get stuff. We can get stuff, but we're just not using our name. We're not using our brand to get what we want.
What I will say is that as relates to equipment, I'm more on the personal side. I'm more on the athlete side because, you know, in terms of equipment, yes, there are more equipments that there possibly maybe more equipments that we'll need, but I'm more on the developing the individual.
But
you know,
we have to balance it.
No, in the sense that I understand that we have to balance it, but it's also developing the athlete in the sense where they are, you know, they grow in terms of their roundedness. You know, not just
I agree. That's another part too.
Not just their awareness of, you know, the training and the coaching and all these things, but also their awareness of the nutrition,
everything,
you know, nutrition aspect. You know, for example, during this period of my training, what should I prioritize more? You know, in terms of my diet, should I have more protein? Should I have more carbs? Stuff like that. What happened is that, you know, and you know, the top athletes would have access to these things, but we're talking about the up and coming developing athletes. You know, paying attention to, like, even sports psychology. You know, people, individuals talk about seeing a sports psychologist, but it's also about you learning about the sport and growing in terms of your appreciation of the sport, and growing in terms of your understanding of what it takes to be mentally stimulated to be at your best. So those are some of the things that I think J3 can do a better job in facilitating on a consistent basis. Not to say that they aren't doing it, but for it to be more consistent.
I agree. I totally agree with you. And that's why I keep saying we need to look at track and field as a whole. It's not just an athlete going out there to train. You blow a whistle and said run 4x400 meters. It is way more than that. It's to develop these athletes. Because remember, sports is a career. So you want to, it's just like you go to college to do a 4 years degree to become a manager, an engineer, or whatever. We have to have a system, and this is why I say we need to understand the business of sport and all the components that we need to put together in order to be more successful. But I said it already and I'll say it again, I don't think that we are using up the boardroom. We're not using up the boardrooms. We're not having, because if you're telling me that, all right, as it is right now, the JOA is accepting applications to be team manager for the 2028 Olympics. I am going to apply. I am going to apply, and I am going to pitch my portfolio to them, what I intend to do as a manager and all of that. So if somebody is coming to you and said, okay, I want to be the team manager, you have to pitch me something that would, you telling me that, okay, you are the people for the job. But too many times we just put people in a position because we like them, or because them come from the bottom. Them used to maybe carry the coffee, them did it for years. So you say, okay, we're going to make you an official, we're going to make you that. But you need to have people who are properly trained.
It would be,
it's a business you're running,
It would be really nice though if you could, do interview with a representative of J3,
yes,
or JOA, to really have
tried
better understanding of how the organization runs, because because the truth be told is that we are speaking from experiences from shared by other athletes, or things that we would have seen from the outside.
And we've seen,
we've seen from the outside. But it would have been nice to just have an interview with someone who is within the organization, who would be able to hear your questions and be able to speak to certain aspects, certain concerns that we have, or certain initiatives that have been done. Because I do believe as an organization, JOA and J3, they want to do right by the athletes. They want to do right by the nation, but it's just there's just a gap in terms of the public's understanding of what is going on, the athletes' understanding of what's going on. And I really hope that you do get the opportunity to interview such member.
I suppose to from last year November, Mr. Garth Gale and I were supposed to have a sit down. I mean, I set up the studio and everything at home, waiting for him to join and everything. Of course, I get a message to say he's running late, he's busy, never happened. So every time he keeps putting me off. I don't know why, but I'm still pushing to get that interview with him, because he promised to come on the show, and every time we're supposed to do it, he sent me a message to say, HP, I don't forget about you, but I'm just busy. So I'm hoping that after all of this, I can have a talk with him, because you have people out there like me who has a genuine interest in bringing Jamaica track and field from the administrative standpoint to a certain level. That is what I want to do. I want to help the administrator to. And one of the problem with us is that they don't write enough, they don't communicate. Because when I go, you see, anything you want to know about USA track and field, just go on their website. Any policy, any rule, whatever, even how they select their people for national duties, whether coaches, whether managers, whether chef, masseuse, everybody. If you want to represent the country at global events, you have to apply from as far back as October, November the previous year. You have to send in an application, you have to apply for the position, and then they go through those applications and said, okay, HP, you can be the communications manager, or Akil, you can be the coach of the women's 4x1 team. So you have to apply. They don't just call a person and say, you are the head coach. You have to apply online, and then they go through those applications, and then they notify who the people who are selected. So everything must be a process. But if you don't have bylaws and if you don't have rules that govern your organization, it is not going to be successful.
Okay. Understood.
You definitely need that to be successful. And I'm hoping that Mr. Garth Gale, I know I speak strongly about the federations on my channel, but I do it in a respectful way. But I would love for Mr. Garth Gale to decide one day to just turn up to that interview, because I'm not going to be dragging him through the mud. I'll just be asking him questions about the policies and the setup of the J3, the hierarchy, how things are done, why, you know, those are the things that I want to have a discussion with. And a true leader will allow other people to come in and help, because you want to be successful.
Indeed, indeed. So HP, behind us right here is a wonderful flat screen television. Yes. So what's this flat screen television all about?
This television, we will be giving away this television in a little bit, maybe at about 1:30. We will be doing a quiz. I will be doing the quiz, and of course the questions will be about Jamaica Olympic legacy, not even Jamaica track and field, because the world championships and all those other championships will not come in. It will just have to do with the Olympics. Any question I ask will be related to Jamaica at the Olympic Games starting 1948 to, I will not include this Olympic Games, but up to 2021. So I'll be asking a few questions. Of course, I have about 300 plus questions, but I might just be asking between 15 and 20 questions, depending on how it is flowing. I will ask, and a lucky person will walk away with this television. It is actually, what size is it? It's a 50-inch television from Singer Jamaica Limited. Of course, you can have it hanging in your house to watch track and field. And it's only track and field you can watch on it. I'm just kidding.
So let's talk about the women's 4x400
The women's
meters.
4x4, yes,
Final
sir.
event, Jamaica's
Jamaica
final event.
Yeah.
So the women's 400 meters, women's 400 meter, 4x400 meters, you know, I'm not seeing our medal prospects in that event. You know, if a fit Nikisha Price was on the team, maybe, but I just feel like there are at least three stronger nations than us at this time. However, you know, sometimes you like when athletes prove you wrong, and I hope this is one of those instances where I'm proven wrong. But you know, when we look at the major players, we talk about the United States of America, we talk about Great Britain, we talk about Netherlands. You know, when was the last time Jamaica did not fail to medal at a
in the 4x1?
4x4 in the Olympic Games?
The men,
the women, because the women have been medaling for so long. So you know, so when was the last time? Did they medal in 2004?
2004? Yes, man. Yes, 2004. They
and
they
2000
medal,
as well.
And they medal in London. They medal in Rio. They medal in Tokyo.
Did they medal in Sydney?
They medal in Sydney. I have the data on my. I would just have to go back. Yeah, they did medal in Sydney with Lorraine Fenton. Sandy Richards. Because Lorraine Fenton had won a silver medal in the flat 400 meters. I think Dion Hemmings, who had won silver also, was on that team. But yeah, Jamaica medal in that 4x4.
So Jamaica's had a very rich history.
I cannot remember
in the
the last time
4x400
Jamaica
meter.
did not medal in the 4x4. Maybe early
That
part
could
of
be
the
one of our
90s.
questions today.
Yeah, I have so many questions here. And guys, to win this television, you have to be here. I mean, one of the easy questions I even have is, what does the acronym NOC means? You know, another simple question is, who is an Olympic champion? And give an example with your answer.
Okay.
Another question I have is, Is a true or false question. To compete at the Olympic Games, your country must be a member of the IOC unless special arrangements by the IOC, true or false. You know, so the another question I have is true or false that Danny McFarlane competed only in the 400-meter hurdles individual at the Olympic Games. So, you know, the questions are very easy. What does the acronym J3As mean? You know, give an example. The sprint hurdles has a rich history in Jamaica track and field at the Olympic Games. How many Jamaican women have medal in this event?
Those are comfortable questions.
Yeah, these are comfortable questions, you know. So another question I have is, who won Jamaica's first medal in the Olympic Games? I said it earlier. You know, on the show. The Olympic Games are held in cities. Which country hosted the Barcelona 1992 Olympic Games? On the track now we have, which event is that? Is
the
that
men's
the
5,000 meters and Jakob
Inca Brixton? He
yes,
won?
Yes, so he won from Norway. He won the men's 5,000 meters.
Say what?
Yes. Well, the
He redeemed himself.
Yes, from the 1,500 meters, and you know, it was a very authoritative performance from him, and that's what I really like to see from talented athletes. When you're authoritative, you know that you are one of the strongest competitors, and you live up to your billing. And you know, disappointing for him in the 1,500 meters, but he came and redeemed himself in the 5,000 meters.
And you see what is happening? What is happening there? This event is no longer. This event now switched to Europe.
Indeed.
Ethiopia and Kenya and Uganda wasn't able to keep him out.
Indeed.
So what this is saying is that other countries are stepping up in the middle and long distance and challenging Africa.
Yeah, he is the world champion in the 5,000 meters, so there is no surprises there.
Yeah, but it's just to show you that other parts of the world stepping up in other events. And there, because before the last few seasons, it was about Kenya, Ethiopia, Uganda. It was about Africa. It was all about Africa.
Well, when you had Mo Farah, Mo Farah used to, you know, dominate the 5,000 and 10,000 meters.
True.
So, you know, he wouldn't have been the only European.
And technically, he's an African, you know, if we want to. But I get what you're saying, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so as relates to the women's 4x400 meters, you know, it's going to be very difficult. When you think about the composition of the team, you definitely would have to run sub 3 minute 20 to win a medal in this event. Is the Jamaican team capable of running sub 3 minute 20?
Again,
in order for them to do so, they would need at least 2 to 3 of their splits being sub 50.
That's what I was just about to say.
You know, and truth be told, you know, I'm not sure if there are many candidates a part of this team who can run a sub 50 split. However, if they do run above and beyond themselves, you know, then you can, you know, surprises there can be some surprises, but you definitely have to have members who are capable of running sub 50 splits, you know, for us to really stand a chance of medaling in this event. She is, well, individual representative. I would have her in my team as well. I would also have on my team Stephania McPherson. She ran a very good ankle leg in both the mixed relay and the heats, you know. And you know, I would I would go with Anjanette Knight.
Antoinette
No,
Knight.
I would go with Anjanette Knight. Janelle Broomfield, she would have definitely been tired from presenting. Her split was 51 seconds. So I'm not too sure if I would want, and then that was when she was fresh. So know that she would have been through the games and run multiple events.
As you talk
I'm not
about
too sure if she
splits,
could give us more.
I don't know. As you talk about splits, do you believe in splits? Relay splits?
I do believe in relay splits for the 4x400 meters, because the relay splits in the 4x400 meters, you need athletes who are able to give you fast relay splits.
But you've had some people who have run the fastest split in a relay but not win their leg.
Well, and that is understandable. That is because for those individuals, it means that the other members of their team wasn't running really well. If you look at the mixed relay, Femke Ball, her split of 47.93 seconds, that split made a difference. They were up against the world record holders and world champions in the United States of America, but her split of 47.93 really proved to be the deciding factor, or our differentiating factor between themselves and the States. So splits are important. Splits,
I mean, I've seen relay leading and they ran the fastest split but lost the relay.
Yeah, because relay is a team event, and even though someone may run a fast split,
anchor is leading, run the fastest split, yet lost the relay.
yes, because yes, they ran the fastest split, but it's a team effort. So it really depends on how well the other
But
members
they were
of the team,
leading. They got the baton first, and they were leading the relay.
They
were leading, and I can give you an example.
Which example?
One of the example, we're going to go back to Boys and Girls Championship 2016. The 4x4 leg that had Akeem Bloomfield from Kingston College and Christopher Taylor from Calabar. Casey was leading that relay when Bloomfield was leading. And Christopher Taylor ran a slower split, won that relay from behind.
Actually, it was Calabar who was leading.
No.
It was Calabar, and then Akeem Bloomfield passed
True.
Christopher Taylor, and then Christopher
True.
Taylor came back and caught him.
True.
So the relay splits for 4x400 meters are important. For the 4x100 meters, people tend to focus on the splits. However, you also
And that's why I don't focus on splits, because
in the 4x100 meters, as it relates to splits, different athletes would run different distances in the 4x1.
True, agree.
So you may have some athletes running 110 meters, some athletes running 80 meters or 90 meters, other athletes running 100.
Yeah, point taken.
So
You're right.
So when it comes down to the 4x100 meters, it's very difficult to really assess the splits and say, okay, these two athletes ran the same split, so therefore they didn't do as badly as
I don't know if I buy into the split thing so much.
But for the 4x4, the splits are important, because even if they don't run 400, you know that for that split, that person was able to put the team in a very strong position.
All right, but I don't know. Sometimes the split's kind of confusing, because I'm saying, how is it that you run the fastest split and you still lost your leg or whatever? But I guess, as you said, the splits are important. So
The party.
It's over there.
Take a break.
Okay. All right, guys. Just before we take a quick break here, we were trying to figure out. We're not sure who the 4 will be.
Indeed.
For the 4x4, but of course, this is what our last chance
Of a medal.
of a medal, to increase our medal to 7. Right now we're on 6, one of the lowest in many years, one of the lowest in many years. So we're hoping that we can increase this, and of course the 4x4 will be coming up at 2:22. The men will run first, and then the women will run after that. But of course we are going to take a short break, and we will be right back, hopefully for the quiz.
The Jamaica Pegasus Hotel and sponsored by Singer Jamaica Limited presents
How long we have? 20
Paris
minutes?
Ayad. Come hang out with HP as we chat about the Olympics track and field with athletes, fans, coaches, and friends of Jamaica track and field and independence style. The Pegasus Hotel in Jamaica is the place to be from August 2 to 11. Come chat with HP Chat Track as we go live with interviews and discussions.
Your girl HP is on her mark, so get set ready.
On your mark, set, go.
Oh yeah, make we chat about it. What if I said, make we chat about
Let us cheer on Team Jamaica in Paris from Yad.
it. Check and feel at the topic.
Remember to subscribe, like, and share with your family and friends, Yad and abroad.
We're running it all the way, we're in the lead.
Paris Ayad.
We're running it.
The world is watching, and so are we. Let's support Team Jamaica from Yad as their quest for gold at the Paris Olympics begins.
Get up on, no, don't stop.
Hi everyone, I'm your girl HP, the host at HP Chat Track. We're here to cheer on Team Jamaica, win, lose or draw.
So come through, let's talk about it. What you say?
From the track to the field, our athletes embody the spirit of resilience, determination and excellence. They are the pride of Jamaica, and now they're ready to conquer Paris. Join us on HP Chat Track as we bring you updates and in-depth analysis of our athletes' performances. This is more than just a competition. It's a celebration of our nation's talent and spirit. Remember to subscribe, like and share Yard and Abroad.
HP Chat Track in association with the Jamaica Pegasus
Paris
Hotel and
Ayad.
sponsored by Singer Jamaica Limited presents Paris Ayad. Come hang out with HP as we chat about the Olympics track and field with athletes, fans, coaches, and friends of Jamaica track and field and independence style. The Pegasus Hotel in Jamaica is the place to be from August 2 to 11. Come chat with HP Chat Track as we go live with interviews and discussions.
Your girl HP is on her mark, so get set ready.
On your mark, set, go.
Oh yeah, make we chat about it. What if I said, make we chat about
Let us cheer on Team Jamaica in Paris from Yad.
it. Check and feel at the topic.
Remember to subscribe, like, and share with your family and friends, Yad and abroad.
We're running it all the way, we're in the lead. We're running it.
Paris Ayad.
We're running it.
The world is watching, and so are we. Let's support Team Jamaica from Yad as their quest for gold at the Paris Olympics begins.
Get up on, no, don't stop.
Hi everyone, I'm your girl HP, the host at HP Chat Track. We're here to cheer on Team Jamaica, win, lose or draw.
So come through, let's talk about it. What you say?
From the track to the field, our athletes embody the spirit of resilience, determination and excellence. They are the pride of Jamaica, and now they're ready to conquer Paris. Join us on HP Chat Track as we bring you updates and in-depth analysis of our athletes' performances. This is more than just a competition. It's a celebration of our nation's talent and spirit. Remember to subscribe, like and share Yard and Abroad. Paris Ayad.
We're running it.
The world
HP Chat Track in association with the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel and sponsored by Singer Jamaica Limited presents Paris Ayad. Come hang out with HP as we chat about the Olympics track and field with athletes, fans, coaches, and friends of Jamaica track and field and independence style. The Pegasus Hotel in Jamaica is the place to be from August 2 to 11. Come chat with HP Chat Track as we go live with interviews and discussions.
Your girl HP is on her mark, so get set ready.
On your mark, set, go.
Oh yeah, make we chat about it. What if I say, make we chat about
Let us cheer on Team Jamaica in Paris from Yad.
it. Check and feel at the topic.
Remember to subscribe, like, and share with your family and friends, Yad and abroad.
We're running it all the way, we're in the lead. We're running it, finish.
HP Chat Track in association with the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel and sponsored by Singer Jamaica Limited presents Paris Ayad. Come hang out with HP as we chat about the Olympics track and field with athletes, fans, coaches, and friends of Jamaica track and field and independent style. The Pegasus Hotel in Jamaica is the place to be from August 2 to 11. Come chat with HP Chat Track as we go live with interviews and discussions.
Your girl HP is on her mark, so get set ready.
On your mark, set, go.
Oh yeah, make we chat about it. What if I say, make we chat about
Let us cheer on Team Jamaica in Paris from Yad.
it. Check and feel at the topic.
Remember to subscribe, like, and share with your family and friends, Yad and abroad.
We're running it all the way, we're in the lead. We're running it, finish.
HP Chat Track in association with the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel and sponsored by Singer Jamaica Limited presents Paris Ayad. Come hang out with HP as we chat about the Olympics track and field with athletes, fans, coaches, and friends of Jamaica track and field and independent style. The Pegasus Hotel in Jamaica is the place to be from August 2 to 11. Come chat with HP Chat Track as we go live with interviews and discussions.
Your girl HP is on her mark, so get set ready.
On your mark, set, go.
Oh yeah, make we chat about it. What if I say, make we chat about
Let us cheer on Team Jamaica in Paris from Yad.
it. Check and feel at the topic.
Remember to subscribe, like, and share with your family and friends, Yad and abroad.
We're running it all the way, we're in the lead. We're running it.
HP Chat Track in association with the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel and sponsored by Singer Jamaica Limited presents Paris Ayad. Come hang out with HP as we chat about the Olympics track and field with athletes, fans, coaches, and friends of Jamaica track and field and independent style. The Pegasus Hotel in Jamaica is the place to be from August 2 to 11. Come chat with HP Chat Track as we go live with interviews and discussions.
Your girl HP is on her mark, so get set ready.
On your mark, set, go.
Oh yeah, make we chat about it. What if I say, make we chat about
Let us cheer on Team Jamaica in Paris from Yad.
it. Check and feel at the topic.
Remember to subscribe, like, and share with your family and friends, Yad and abroad.
We're running it all the way, we're in the lead.
On the quick break just now, I ran into this gentleman. He is from Trinidad and Tobago, and of course we say One Caribbean. With me is track and field journalist, Mr. Clayton Clark. Welcome to Jamaica, sir.
Welcome and thank you for being here.
Thank you, thank you. You're in Jamaica. Just tell us a little bit about your visit to
Yes,
Jamaica.
I'm here to cover the Caribbean Junior Golf Championships, which ended yesterday. It was at the Cayman Golf Course, 3 days. All the young golfers from across the region, they were all here from Bahamas, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, Jamaica, Cayman Islands, Trinidad and Tobago, Barbados. They were all here.
Who won the tournament? Jamaica, right?
No, Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
Well, the Puerto Ricans and the Dominican Republic, they dominated. And, you know, we were trying to ask, they have the numbers, the bigger country, bigger program. And when they see the land, they see the whole layout, and they, you know, they invest in the sport.
I'm happy that you say that, because I was just about to ask you, how is it that the Caribbean can invest as a unit and get to a certain level where we are competitive?
Well, I spoke with one of the persons involved in the Caribbean Golf Association, and well, I know back home in Trinidad and Tobago, golf is more widespread. Golf is no longer seen for folks who have money. You see golf in the inner city areas, they're having programs to spread golf across the schools. You know, they get funding so the coaches could get, even started with persons with disabilities learning to play golf.
Interesting. Let's just jump to the Olympic Games. The
course.
Olympic Games is going on. The track and field segment is going on. And like myself, you too, you're a track and field fanatic and also a journalist. Based on what you see happening at Paris, in Paris right now at the Olympic Games, your thoughts on the track and field segment of what is going on?
Well, for one, we can't wait till Olympics to get interested in Olympics. And for example, I don't want to say much now because the athletes need whatever little support they get. We can't be criticizing the system now because the athletes are the one who feel it, because they need our support now. You see countries like Netherlands and France having Olympic camps, and by January you're working on relay pool. We wait too late. We used to rely on the US system, and we saw the US system doesn't always benefit us. Look at Nikisha Price, she ran her heart out for her school. When it's time for Jamaica, she ran out of steam. So as I was a coach also, so don't I see myself as a journalist. I always try to put myself in the space of the athlete. And we can't wait till January. Back home we have athletes supposed to get funding. You getting the money in March. That can't really do much.
You know, you're speaking my language and you're speaking on the same line. The thing is that we wait until the appointed time to start doing
Some countries start 8 years in advance.
It's the same thing we were talking about
Yes,
earlier.
yes.
You have to have a plan. And you have to have a long-term plan and a short-term plan to get you to that long-term plan. We cannot be planning in the year
Look,
of
basically,
the
the world champs before the Olympics is a marker. We didn't come back with any finalists then, and I don't know what we expect come for miracles. Track and field is the playing field has risen.
It has.
So yes, Jamaica, the US, Germany, and all these countries not as dominant. You see in smaller countries because they're more exposed to training facilities. Other countries are producing as well. So if we don't step up, it's a serious business. I mean, we always look at America, yes, because they dominate. But the kind of interest they put, the US First Lady usually accompanies the delegation. That's to tell you how serious they put it. So I know Jamaica didn't do as well. And the
on the track we did not.
Compared
to what we're used to.
You saw some issues with the World Relays. The US World Relay team is basically the same thing because by then you're building a team.
I'm glad that you touched the World Relays. I'm so happy that you touched that because it was evident that Jamaica did not take the World Relays seriously because we were able to automatically qualify in one event.
Yes.
If it wasn't for the rerounds, we would not have been qualified.
Imagine Jamaica. Yes,
and that's because we did not take it seriously. When you look at other countries, when you look at America bringing out their top people, when you look at the Netherlands, when you look at even the Bahamas.
Right. I was looking at leading up to the World Relays. There were countries running in all these small meets in America as teams because they were preparing.
Yes.
You're hearing all sort of issues you hear, but the point is this needs to be worked out. Because each side holding the ground, whether it's the athletes, whether it's the administration, the point is it needs to be worked out. And it's not the first time we're in this position.
True.
Yeah, so we really need to step up our game.
How do you think that we need to come together though, federation, coaches and athletes? How can we meet in the middle for a common goal?
I'm always reminded by a statement made by Shelley Ann Fraser Price. The athletes deliver, the administrators need to step up. And it's no longer about going on a trip. It's no longer about what the athletes get. We have to, dialogue is important, one. I don't want to focus so much on the Jamaica case, but sometimes when you're a prima donna club, as we see happening with certain clubs, you want to call the shots.
Yes.
And you want to know which is more priority, the club or the coach or the country. So that's one thing. And then on the other hand, you heard the dilemma of the shot putter. No arrangements were made to get her coach.
No, yes.
And people take what she has said out of bounds and she overboard, but she's frustrated.
Yes.
And these are annual.
And even our hammer thrower who
Right.
made the team and wasn't registered.
Right, because
you
you
know?
have priority mainly on the sprinters, so that means there's a lack of plan. We have that issue back home. The sprinters seem to get all the breaks, and again, our throwers and field events. And when you really look at it, the field event athletes don't necessarily need a stadium to train in. So in terms of making arrangements for them, it should be easier. You just need a shot put base to throw, or you know. So the point is there needs to be a proper plan and a proper. It cannot just be by some women fancies, or you leave it up to the coaches, private coaches who want to call the shots now. As we see, according to reports, certain coaches, we hear that with the relay team that we're not sending our athletes to come. Because, in other words, we must get paid to come and represent our country.
It's not about pride anymore. It's not about pride for country anymore. It's about the money, and I'm not saying no, we don't need money, but a lot of people don't understand. When you win championship, that is when you're able to negotiate to get all the money that you want in the world.
Bahamas is going through some difficulties now as well, and they're hearing. And as I said, I am trying.
Yeah, I saw an article from
with Pauline Davis and Stephen Gardner and Shanae Miller-Weibo. But the point is now is not the time to be making. As I said, I am not commenting because athletes are competing. They need whatever support. They're already at a disadvantage if you know what's happening behind the scene. But the point is, everything it needs proper planning and coordination, even with the media and how you engage them. And yes, we can't take it for. I think we're taking the success for granted.
Yes, we are. We're too laid back
Yes.
with the success. But as a coach, though, if an athlete is injured, how do you feel about an athlete being injured and saying they're okay for championship? When it's time to perform, you have to withdraw them, and then there is no
So I want to go
reserve.
back to 2016 when Hansel Parchman was injured. They still selected him and they gave him a deadline to declare his fitness. He wasn't fit. He had to leave the village, and they brought in somebody else. Genevieve Russell was injured. She also had, but she was fit.
Right.
But
yes.
So I don't know what happened this time.
Yeah.
Because yes, you want to allow your top athletes that you give them a chance to.
But if they're injured, they are just injured.
You should have declared it where you want to. The point is, everybody knew that. I don't want to say everybody. A lot of people were that she was injured. Some who knew, but just by seeing the performances,
you can tell.
I say you weren't totally surprised that. But the point is, you didn't put anything in place.
Right.
No reserve. Got
No
in.
reserve. No nothing.
The relay team also was badly because you weren't practicing.
No practicing. You know,
Yeah.
I think in the Caribbean we take so much for granted, and we think that okay, we got this. Because I was surprised to see Shanae Miller-Weibo at the Olympic Games, because it was said that she is one of the champions that will not get an opportunity to defend her title.
Well, I look at that
she's
differently
out.
because you didn't have anybody else qualified that she denied.
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
can
she didn't
understand
deny
that.
anyone.
Right.
That's true. That
So
is
not
true.
to say she held the injury like in Sharika, that you could have allowed somebody
else to run.
So,
But as a coach, though, you as a coach, you're coaching an athlete, and your athlete is the top athlete going into a championship. How do you make the decision if your athlete is not 100%? How do you make that decision if you're going to run your athlete, or you're going to pull that athlete and let another person take that spot as a coach?
Very good question. You see, I guess it comes down to a lot of these coaches is about ego. But the point is, country is important.
Country is important.
Because we ended up with nobody in the 200 final for the first time in
For
how
the
long?
first time since 1980.
Yes.
For the first time since 1980, Jamaica is not
So
in
did the
200
federation
final.
know and gave them deadline? Because, I mean, did she just say she was fit, and would they keep fit? Were they? I mean, yes, she's a defending champion, world champion, 2 times, second fastest ever. But if she's injured, she's injured.
She's injured, yeah.
And the bigger picture is about preparation. We can't wait till, I tell you, Holland and they have Olympic camps even the year before, and you see them competing as teams. They're working together. I remember we had a sports psychologist was complaining. She said January, she's trying to get team, because most Caribbean islands, at least based in the US, she's there. You can't wait till June when you have trials, and now trying to be getting into people's head and I mean,
we need to, we really have to look at track and field as a whole and revisit the policies, how we do things, because we have the talent in the Caribbean, because
Yes,
if
yes.
you look at it, the men and the women 100 meter, when you look at the talent that we have with Kirani James from Grenada,
Yeah.
when you look at Shawnee Miller-Weber, who won the 2016 Olympic Games, the 2021 World Championships in between, when you look at Stephen Gardner, world champion, I mean, Sade Williams from Barbados, and you know, the Jamaicans who are there, we are really, Paulino from
Yes,
Dominican
Dominican
Republic. I mean, 2022 World Championship, it was a Caribbean affair. America women did not make the 400 meter final, and all three women who went on the podium, they were all Caribbean. Shawnee Miller-Weber, Paulino from the Dominican Republic, and Seda from Barbados.
Well, that brings us to another issue of the right. So I'm a journalist across the Caribbean, and we have been trying the operation of the NACAC, which is the Caribbean.
Right.
Is another issue, but if your federations are not up to mark, these are the same people who get elected. The point is, we went to World Juniors 2022 and we recognize the Europeans are ensuring that they do for the Europeans. So we have to understand as a region, it's not about getting a position, and some of these guys just interested in getting a position.
Yes,
The
and
story,
not doing the work.
The story with the St. Vincent girl who was homeless in America. The president of the St. Vincent Athletic is a NACAC. And I mean, the point is, but some of these people get in position and that's all they seem, you know.
Yeah, I mean, they're rooting for the position. They'll do everything to get the position. But outside of that, they're not doing the work.
And you know the realities of what you have left behind. And in as much as you want to be in charge, you know what the challenges are within your island.
As a Caribbean, do you think we need to start working together?
Of course we have to. Yes, because look, simply something we have been arguing about. You have the European champs, the same year of the Olympics, which allow their relay teams to get ready. After World Relays, how many Caribbean teams got chance to run together?
But you know what is so funny? We have a relay carnival in Jamaica called the Gibson Macook Relay.
Right.
And I say it year after year. Why is it that the rest of the Caribbean is not coming here
So
to
perhaps
compete
that's
in that
something
relay?
NACAC should consider.
Yeah, that is something, because that's the only relay carnival in the Caribbean.
So you have an
why is
event
it
like
that-
a pen relay, a
Yes.
Caribbean event.
So
yeah.
why is it that the rest of the Caribbean is not coming to Jamaica to be a part of the Gibson Relay? Because that too could be some practice.
Yes.
It could also be a qualifying
Right.
also. You know,
Well,
but
in terms
I
of
don't know.
you're right, and and the challenge is we're not looking at even World Athletics. They're doing a lot of changes because you want to try new things. You want to, so we some of our people just set in our ways.
The
but-
Caribbean need to come together as a unit.
Yes, I
In the
agree.
Caribbean, I don't think we support each other track
Yes,
meets
yes,
enough.
yes.
When we have track and field meet here, is athletes coming from the rest of the world.
But-
And I'm like, where's Trinidad? Where's Barbados? Where's Bahamas?
But I want to point out that now a lot more Jamaican athletes are coming. Sorry, Caribbean athletes are coming to Jamaica, like St. Lucia's Julian Alfred.
Yes, who went to high school here.
And it's not about getting your best, because when she was here, nobody knew her.
Yeah.
But it's the exposure, and look what it
Yeah.
has done to her. When Shelly-Ann was running in high school, nobody knew Shelly-Ann.
Yeah, Shelly-Ann was in the shadows of
Right.
people like Anisha McCloughin,
Right.
Julian Alfred. Even though we knew her, real track fans
Right.
would have watched her
Right,
career.
but then
she was in the shadows of Kevona Davis.
Yes.
You know, so we need the Caribbean, we need to support each other more. When we have meets here, the rest of the Caribbean need to come. When you guys have meet, we need to support and build the Caribbean.
Right, and as you talk about that, there's talk of having a Caribbean circuit. I don't know if you've heard about it.
We should.
Yes,
I support it.
Yes, because when you look at it, when you go to Europe, it's our athletes going on 1 year, and only the top get in. The average athlete,
Yes.
that's the cost to get there, and you're running in your environment. We have stadiums across the Caribbean. You know, so, you need to listen. I try to remember where I heard it was after the World Relays. They were talking about you know, they have the American track series.
Yes.
So they're working on the Caribbean track series.
We need to have something in the Caribbean. We have a lot of talent coming from as far back as 1948 with the likes of Mr. Herb McKinley, George Roden, Mr. From your country
Ainsley
that
Crawford.
Ainsley Crawford that
yeah.
defeated Donald Quarry in the
yes,
1976
yes.
100 meters, and of course Donald Quarry turned the table on him
in the 200
meters. So we have the legacy here in the Caribbean. We have,
and when you look at what St. Lucia did and Dominica did,
yes,
and that is not. Dominica was.
Look at the triple jump. The
right.
triple jump was dominated by
Caribbean.
1, 2, 3 Caribbean.
Yes.
So why are we not supporting?
The US was there, third.
Yeah, but
and even the men's triple jump, the first 3 were Cubans competing for somebody else. But,
there you go.
But the point is, the talent is there in the Caribbean.
And this is it. Some of our talents are moving away to other first world countries because we refuse to serve them.
You're right. Yes, I agree.
We refuse to serve them. But just in wrapping up now, you're from Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad and Tobago have a teenage twins,
yes.
you know, competing. I mean, I've watched those young ladies come through the ranks, the Carifta game, World Juniors. Just tell me a little bit about the twins.
Well, their father was an athlete himself. He went to the World Indoors, made the semi-finals. Very, very well. I mean, I had a chance to meet them, and they're really the future. I mean, it's good that. It's the only thing that is giving me hope. They say, you see the teenagers, there's another 18-year-old on the men's 4x4. And that is where we have to invest.
We have to start building.
Do we end up in the next 4 years talking about the same thing? When are we going to see the change? It's very refreshing. Hazy Crawford, I interviewed Hazy Crawford before. He said that is why he going to the Olympics, to support these youngsters.
Yes.
When you look at the energy they have, you know, it's just wonderful.
Indeed. You know, track and field is my favorite sport.
Yes.
I'm sure it is.
Of course,
it is yours
yes.
also. But you know, people like us need to continue having these conversations,
yes, sure, right.
and have the conversation as one Caribbean.
Yes.
You know, supporting each other's events and how we can collaborate in order to help this one over here, help that one. But I don't know, we're so busy helping.
Well, the point is, we have to do it. If we don't, we have to do it.
We should.
Yes, we have to do it because we have to do it.
We have to.
Because the same challenges we encounter, and we don't have the resources to every country. Even as journalists, I mean, sometimes to send one journalist to cover one athlete, which deserves the coverage, but the resources of sending one reporter to cover one. I mean, they might argue they might get knocked out the first one, but that's not the point.
Yeah, that's not the point.
Right.
It's about the legacy.
Yes.
It is about
so networking is important.
Networking
yes.
and you know, having a common goal. I mean, we're one Caribbean, one people. We need to.
And the same struggles.
Yes, we have the same struggles because one of the biggest struggles that we have in the Caribbean is the federations. The federations are not leading how they should lead.
And trying to smile as best as I can.
I say it, and I'm going to say it. And it shows in our results.
Of course.
It shows in the mistakes, the simple mistakes that we are making, that our leaders in these federations need to start having conversations.
And as a parent, you can't criticize.
They need to start having the conversation, have conferences, they need to talk. How can we improve the Caribbean, and as a result, all the Caribbean countries get on the podium one way or another? But with that said, Mr. Clark, thank you very much for being here.
Thank you for being here, and all the best in your endeavors.
I'll
have to follow you now.
Yes, please to follow me, please. Just go and click and subscribe and follow. And of course, all the best going to the World Juniors, which is coming up at the end of
August 27th. As a matter of fact, this evening I'm heading over to the warm-up stadium. The World Juniors are having a warm-up meet from 5 o'clock today.
Here in Jamaica?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Where are you doing that?
No, they're having it. I'm just going to look. I heard about it now.
Oh, that's at the stadium east.
The warm-up track.
Okay.
So if you're listening, you can head out there.
Yes, if you don't have anything to do after the Olympic Games, you can head on out to the stadium.
It should be finished by then, 5 o'clock.
It finished at 5. Okay, so there's still another few hours.
And the time difference, the Olympics should be done for the day.
Yeah, it is almost finished. So guys, Mr. Clayton Clark, track and field journalist from Trinidad, of course,
And
our
Tobago.
neighbor.
And Tobago. Because I'm
Trinidad
from
and
Tobago. I'm
Oh,
from
you're
Tobago.
from Tobago. So
Yes.
he's from Trinidad and Tobago. I noticed that when people say Trinidad, there's a little thing.
All right, the reason why I emphasize Tobago, when you look at track and field, we have been holding our own. We dominate the secondary schools. The first track world championship medalist came from Tobago in 2009. First female, sorry. The two medalists then individual were from Tobago. The first Olympic finalist in London, she was from Tobago. Kellyanne Baptiste was 69.
Kellyanne Baptiste, yes.
Lalan Gordon, who medaled in the 400, he's from Tobago. Beijing.
Michelle Ayi?
No, she's from Trinidad.
She's from Trinidad,
Beijing
okay.
2015 with the 4x1 when we were third. Half the team was from Tobago. So we had to argue to change TRI to TTO because you have to include us.
So is it two separate
Separate islands.
Okay,
yes.
but they just joined them.
Well, yeah, yes.
Okay.
Yes, and if you know, Tobago and Jamaica are similar in our mannerisms. We love track. Our high school is bigger than the national. Our zonal for Tobago is bigger than the national one because nobody goes to school. People come in, who pass students come in uniform and their face and their hair color. That's it. But the national is, they have had it in Tobago 1 year and we're telling them we need to have it because we spend too much money carrying teams to Trinidad.
Right.
So that's my
I love it.
passion
I love it.
for it.
Track and field, guys. Everything track and field. And we'll be right back. And of course, we will be doing the quiz to give away this television right behind Mr. Clark here. If he wasn't going back to Trinidad, he would be a part of the quiz. But to take it on a plane would not make sense. So, but guys, thank you very much, Mr. Clark, track and field journalist from Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll be right back.
HP Chat Track in association with the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel.
Yeah, I
and
know that they're
sponsored by
staying here.
Singer
Where's your
Jamaica
friend?
Limited, presents Paris Ayad. Come hang out with HP as we chat about the Olympics track and field with athletes, fans, coaches, and friends of Jamaica track and field and independence style. The Pegasus Hotel in Jamaica is the place to be from August 2 to 11. Come chat with HP Chat Track as we go live with interviews and discussions.
Your girl HP is on her mark, so get set ready.
On your mark, set, go.
Oh yeah, make we chat about it. What if I say make we chat about
Let us cheer on Team Jamaica in Paris from Yad.
it? Check and feel at the topic.
Remember to subscribe, like, and share with your family and friends, Yad and abroad.
We're running it all the way, we're in the lead.
Paris Ayad.
We're running it.
The world is watching and so are we. Let's support Team Jamaica from Yad as their quest for gold at the Paris Olympics begins.
Get up on, no, don't stop.
Hi everyone, I'm your girl HP, the host at HP Chat Track. We're here to cheer on Team Jamaica, win, lose or draw.
So come through, let's talk about it. What you say?
From the track to the field, our athletes embody the spirit of resilience, determination and excellence. They are the pride of Jamaica, and now they're ready to conquer Paris. Join us on HP Chat Track as we bring you updates and in-depth analysis of our athletes' performances. This is more than just a competition. It's a celebration of our nation's talent and spirit. Remember to subscribe, like and share Yard and Abroad.
HP Chat Track in association with the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel and sponsored by Singer Jamaica Limited presents Paris Ayad. Come hang out with HP as we chat about the Olympics track and field with athletes, fans, coaches, and friends of Jamaica track and field and independence style. The Pegasus Hotel in Jamaica is the place to be from August 2 to 11. Come chat with HP Chat Track as we go live with interviews and discussions.
Your girl HP is on her mark, so get set ready.
On your mark, set, go.
Oh yeah, make we chat about it. What if I say make we chat about
Let us cheer on Team Jamaica in Paris from Yad.
it? Check and feel at the topic.
Remember to subscribe, like, and share with your family and friends, Yad and abroad.
We're running it all the way, we're in the lead. We're running it, finish.
HP Chat Track in association with The Jamaica Pegasus Hotel and sponsored by Singer Jamaica Limited presents Paris Ayad. Come hang out with HP as we chat about the Olympics track and field with athletes, fans, coaches, and friends of Jamaica track and field in independent style. The Pegasus Hotel in Jamaica is the place to be from August 2 to 11. Come chat with HP Chat Track as we go live with interviews and discussions.
Your girl HP is on her mark, so get set ready.
On your mark, set, go.
Oh yeah, make we chat about it. What if I said?
Let us cheer on Team Jamaica in Paris from Yad.
Check and feel at the topic.
Remember to subscribe, like, and share with your family and friends, Yad and abroad.
We're running it all the way, we're in the lead.
Paris Ayad.
We're running it.
The world is watching and so are we. Let's support Team Jamaica from Yad as their quest for gold at the Paris Olympics begins.
Get up on, no, don't stop.
Hi everyone, I'm your girl HP, the host at HP Chat Track. We're here to cheer on Team Jamaica, win, lose or draw.
So come through, let's talk about it, what you say.
From the track to the field, our athletes embody the spirit of resilience, determination and excellence. They are the pride of Jamaica, and now they're ready to conquer Paris. Join us on HP Chat Track as we bring you updates and in-depth analysis of our athletes' performances. This is more than just a competition. It's a celebration of our nation's talent and spirit. Remember to subscribe, like and share Yard and Abroad. Paris Ayad. The world is watching and so are we. Let's support Team Jamaica from Yad as their quest for gold at the Paris Olympics begins. Hi everyone, I'm your girl HP, the host at HP Chat Track. We're here to cheer on Team Jamaica, win, lose or draw. From the track to the field, our athletes embody the spirit of resilience, determination and excellence. They are the pride of Jamaica, and now they're ready to conquer Paris. Join us on HP Chat Track as we bring you updates and in-depth analysis of our athletes' performances. This is more than just a competition. It's a celebration of our nation's talent and spirit.
HP Chat Track in association with the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel and sponsored by Singer Jamaica Limited presents Paris Ayad. Come hang out with HP as we chat about the Olympics track and field with athletes, fans, coaches, and friends of Jamaica track and field in independent style. The Pegasus Hotel in Jamaica is the place to be from August 2 to 11. Come chat with HP Chat Track as we go live with interviews and discussions.
Your girl HP is on her mark, so get set ready.
On your mark, set, go.
Oh yeah, make we chat about it. What if I said?
Let us cheer on Team Jamaica in Paris from Yad.
Check and feel at the topic.
Remember to subscribe, like, and share with your family and friends, Yad and abroad.
We're running it all the way, we're in the lead. We're running it, finish.
HP Chat Track in association with the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel and sponsored by Singer Jamaica Limited presents Paris Ayad. Come hang out with HP as we chat about the Olympics track and field with athletes, fans, coaches, and friends of Jamaica track and field in independent style. The Pegasus Hotel in Jamaica is the place to be from August 2 to 11. Come chat with HP Chat Track as we go live with interviews and discussions.
Your girl HP is on her mark, so get set ready.
On your mark, set, go.
Oh yeah, make we chat about it. What if I said?
Let us cheer on Team Jamaica in Paris from Yad.
Check and feel at the topic.
Remember to subscribe, like, and share with your family and friends, Yad and abroad.
We're running it all the way, we're in the lead. We're running it.
After that great chat with our neighbor from Trinidad and Tobago, Mr. Clayton Clark. Now we are here for a quiz, and of course we're giving away this television behind us. And of course, the question, gentlemen, the questions are simple. If you know the answer, just raise your hand and I will. And you will please someone to take the result. My producer.
Okay.
You need to be taking note here. Okay. All right, here we go. Gentlemen, are you ready?
Yeah.
All righty. Okay, the first question is a true or false question. True or false? To compete at the Olympic Games, an athlete country must be a member of the IOC unless there are special arrangements from the IOC. True or false?
True.
That is correct. So he is, what's his name again, sir?
Well, I'm using my name on the ID, Everton Perry.
Everton. Okay, so that's Everton. And this is Clayton right here. So Everton got one right. Okay, next question is, who is an Olympic champion? And give an example with your answer.
An Olympic champion is someone who has won a gold medal in an event. And Usain Bolt won several gold medals.
That is
for
correct.
Jamaica.
That is correct. That is correct. All right, the next question is, 3 Caribbean islands team up in the 1960s to compete at the 1960 Olympic Games. And the name of the team was the British West Indies team. Which 3? No, Jamaica was one. What are the 2 other Caribbean nations? Or who are the next 2? Go ahead.
Barbados and Trinidad and Tobago.
That is correct. So it was Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago, and Barbados. That's correct. All right. Next question is, what does the acronym J3A means?
Jamaica Amateur Athletics Association.
You're partially...
Jamaica Association of Athletics Administration. Jamaica Athletics Administration. Jamaica.
It's triple A.
Yes,
so Jamaica Athletics
Association.
There's an A.
There's another
Administration of Athletics.
I'm going to give it to you. It's administrative, but you're right. Yes, that's correct. So it's Jamaica Athletics Administrative Association.
Okay.
So I'll give it to you. Next question is, which Jamaican female won the first Olympic medal?
Merlin Atty.
Who said Merlin Atty first? Who said it first?
Me said first.
Okay, so it is Everton over there. Merlin Atty is actually the first woman to win an Olympic medal for Jamaica, and this was at the 1980 Olympic Games, and she won a bronze medal in the 200 meters.
Quite so.
Let me see another question. At the 1996 Olympic Games in Atlanta, a member of the Jamaica men's 4x4 relay team, he fell, got up, ran, and Jamaica won a bronze medal in this event. Who was the male athlete?
Gregory Horton.
Gregory Horton is correct.
Dr. Gregory Horton.
Dr. Gregory Horton is correct. Okay. Which Olympic Games, what year did Jamaica competed at its first Olympic game as a country?
Repeat.
Which
1948.
year? 1948 is correct. Jamaica competed at its first Olympic Games as a country. Going back to 1948, when Jamaica competed at its first Olympic Games as a country, what were the colors of the flag?
I know it was the British background.
What was the color of the flag?
I can't Google.
He doesn't have a phone, so you can't Google. But I'll give you the answer for that one and we move on. The colors of the flag were red, blue, and white. It was
Red,
actually
blue. Red, white, and blue.
The British flag.
Okay.
Who won Jamaica's first Olympic medal? First Olympic medal?
1948. Is it Herb McKinley?
1948 is correct, but it wasn't Herb McKinley.
Is it George Roden?
No, it wasn't George. One more guess.
Arthur Wint?
Arthur Wint won Jamaica's first Olympic medal
Think of him first.
in the 800 meter where he won a silver medal. You're checking, right? Okay, good. We're just going to go a little bit more. All right. The next question is, okay, I asked that one already. This athlete is a Jamaican, and this athlete is a member of 2 Olympic 100-meter sweep. Who is the name of this athlete?
Shelly Ann Fraser Price.
Shelly Ann Fraser Price is correct.
Yeah.
She is a member. She was a member of the 2008 sweep of 122, and she was also a member of the 2021 sweep 123.
Yeah.
Let's go. I have so many questions, but I'm not going to stress you guys out.
Well, we want to know. You had to ask us, so we want to win the TV.
Yes, man. Who is how does the score stay so far, my producer? Oh wow, no, Everton, you need to catch up. All right, we're going to ask 5 more questions and we're done.
Okay.
Put up your hand,
And the reason why I'm asking these questions is just to educate the audience about Jamaica track and field history. So we're just going to do 5 more and then we're done. How many athletes were on the first Olympic team to the 1948 games? How many Jamaican track and field athletes were on that 1948 team? It's not a lot. It's
12.
double digit.
12.
12 is very warm. Very warm. 1 more
14
guess.
or 13.
No, it's actually 10. 7 men and 3 women.
Okay.
All right, let's go again. Let's see. Okay, I asked that one. Who was the flag bearer for Jamaica at the 2008 Olympic Games? Who was
Veronica Campbell-Brown?
Veronica Campbell-Brown is
You're for sweet.
No, listen, I don't understand Everton.
You're for sweet.
Everton.
Everton
Clayton
answer the
said
question,
it.
yeah.
Everton, I don't understand. Everton is a Jamaican,
It's a
and you make
competition.
the Trinidad and Tobago man
Yeah, but
know the culture more.
You have to. It's a competition.
yeah, me know, but
You have to put up your hand.
Yes, man.
first
Yes,
one that
man.
one.
All right, next question is we have 3 more to go. Three Jamaican women have competed at 5 Olympic Games. Name one.
Merlin Otti.
Merlin Otti is normally is actually 6.
Right.
So I want
somebody did
I want
5.
the 5. 3 women have gone to 5 Olympic Games. Name me one.
Veronica Campbell-Brown.
Veronica Campbell-Brown is correct.
Shelly Ann Fraser
And
Price.
Shelly Ann Fraser Price is the next, and the other one is Sandy Richards.
Right.
Yeah. Name 2 members of the quartet that won the 4x4 Olympic gold medal in record time at the 1952 Olympic Games for Jamaica. Name 2 of them.
George Roden.
Yes.
And Arthur Wynne.
That is correct. George Roden, Arthur Wynne, Herb McKinley, and Leslie
Lang.
What we have? One more?
Yeah, one more.
One more question. Okay, let me find an easy one. An easy one. Which Olympic Games Jamaica has won the most gold medals?
2008.
No. You want to take a shot at it?
Is that 2008?
Not 2008.
Most gold medals?
The most gold medals at an Olympic game.
Not 2008?
Not 2008.
2012.
2012 was 4. 2000
I want to kind of mash me up.
Olympic, is it?
Olympic
most gold medals?
most gold medal. Which Olympic game?
1, 2, 4. Lazy 4 by 1. 1, 2. It's not 2016.
It was 2016. 2 goals by Usain Bolt, 2
Yeah.
goals by Elaine Thompson-Hero,
Yeah.
Omar McLeod in the 110 meter hurdles, and the men's 4x1. Yeah.
Okay.
In Beijing, we won 5.
Right.
Or Beijing
was
is
one.
fine.
Yeah.
Because of the disqualification.
Yeah, we did not get the baton around in the 4x1
No,
for
but the
women.
men, they lost the men.
Yeah, the baton, the drop.
disqualification.
Yes.
Baton
yeah.
chop.
No, but the men got disqualified.
Okay.
Yeah, we lost the
retroactive.
medal a year or so after. So there you have it, guys.
So
The winner.
I get that one?
Yes, you got it. 2016 it was. So let me see the result, my producer.
So like
I
about
think
4.
Trinidad and Tobago
She get me flag.
won this. Oh my
My
God.
bag.
Clayton Clark, 10,
to 4.
and my good friend, my Jamaican friend Everton, 3. So yes, Trinidad and Tobago, big him up. He won this television. Of course, he's going to leave it with me because he's going back to Trinidad. But thank you very much, gentlemen. Thank you very much for your participation. We'll be right back, guys, to wrap up today's coverage and, of course, our Olympic coverage. We'll be right back.
HP Chat Track, in association with
the
Jamaica Pegasus Hotel and sponsored by Singer Jamaica Limited, presents Paris Ayad. Come hang out with HP as we chat about the Olympics track and field with athletes, fans, coaches, and friends of Jamaica track and field in independent style. The Pegasus Hotel in Jamaica is the place to be from August 2 to 11. Come chat with HP Chat Track as we go live with interviews and discussions.
Your girl HP is on her mark, so get set ready.
On your mark, set, go.
Oh yeah, make we chat about it. What if I said?
Let us cheer on Team Jamaica in Paris from Yad.
Check and feel at the topic.
Remember to subscribe, like, and share with your family and friends, Yad and abroad.
We're running it all the way, we're in the lead. We're running it, finish.
HP Chat Track, in association with the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel and sponsored by Singer Jamaica Limited, presents Paris Ayad. Come hang out with HP as we chat about the Olympics track and field with athletes, fans, coaches, and friends of Jamaica track and field in independent style. The Pegasus Hotel in Jamaica is the place to be from August 2 to 11. Come chat with HP Chat Track as we go live with interviews and discussions.
Your girl HP is on her mark, so get set ready.
On your mark, set, go.
Oh yeah, make we chat about it. What if I said?
Let us cheer on Team Jamaica in Paris from Yad.
Check and feel at the topic.
Remember to subscribe, like, and share with your family and friends, Yad and abroad.
We're running it all the way, we're in the lead. We're running it, finish.
HP Chat Track, in association with the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel and sponsored by Singer Jamaica Limited, presents Paris Ayad. Come hang out with HP as we chat about the Olympics track and field with athletes, fans, coaches, and friends of Jamaica track and field in independent style. The Pegasus Hotel in Jamaica is the place to be from August 2 to 11. Come chat with HP Chat Track as we go live with interviews and discussions.
Your girl HP is on her mark, so get set ready.
On your mark, set, go.
Oh yeah, make we chat about it. What if I said?
Let us cheer on Team Jamaica in Paris from Yad.
Check and feel at the topic.
Remember to subscribe, like, and share with your family and friends, Yad and abroad.
We're running it all the way, we're in the lead. We're running it, finish.
HP Chat Track, in association with the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel and sponsored by Singer Jamaica Limited, presents Paris Ayad. Come hang out with HP as we chat about the Olympics track and field with athletes, fans, coaches, and friends of Jamaica track and field in independent style. The Pegasus Hotel in Jamaica is the place to be from August 2 to 11. Come chat with HP Chat Track as we go live with interviews and discussions.
Your girl HP is on her mark, so get set ready.
On your mark, set, go.
Oh yeah, make we chat about it. What if I said?
Let us cheer on Team Jamaica in Paris from Yad.
Check and feel at the topic.
Remember to subscribe, like, and share with your family and friends, Yad and abroad.
We're running it all the way, we're in the lead. We're running it, finish.
HP Chat Track.
Are back, and of course we just had that exciting quiz and won by Trinidad and Tobago, track and field journalist from Trinidad and Tobago, Mr. Clayton Clark, who is visiting, and of course he is, checking out what is going on with our track and field and stuff. But we're back, guys, just to wrap up now and just to share our final thoughts on the games. Of course, the 4x400 m relay for men just ran, and of course the Americans are on the top of the podium. Gentlemen,
that race was amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, let us just give some perspective. 2 minutes 54.44
Wow.
seconds. That is the second fastest time ever run by a relay team. And the United States of America, they had to work. They have the Botswana finishing second in a new area record, 2 minutes 54.53 seconds. Two teams under running sub 2 minutes 55. Two teams under the previous Olympic record. Great Britain 2 minutes 55.83 seconds. Belgium 2 minutes 57.75. South Africa 2 minutes 58.12. Look at that. All of the nations, my apologies. Seven nations running below 3 minutes. And when you think about Jamaica prospects, and I'm thinking that.
And that 259 that we were chasing.
Yeah, that 259 that we were chasing could have definitely gotten us into the final. However, it just speaks to exciting times. Zambia, who were trying to displace, they ran 3 minutes 02. The 4x400 meters a while ago was just exciting. And, even Bry Benjamin holding off, the 200-meter Olympic champion. Bry Benjamin, in my humble opinion, he's one of the strongest quarter milers for the United States, even though he does the 400-meter hurdles. But to think that this team was able to achieve this and they didn't have Quincy Hall. They didn't have Quincy Hall in the relay. It's really exciting.
And that is to show you the depth. And you notice what America did? They did not have to use their 400-meter champion. They went out, they think outside of the box. We would think that we must use our 400-meter champion. And this is why America will be winning this relay for a
their 400-meter champion was actually injured. But when you look at this American team, no Michael Norman, no Quincy Hall. And they were able to run this fast, almost breaking their own world record. Whoa, it's amazing.
I think we seriously need to start looking out of the box when it comes on to really. We need to start. I thought we would have started doing it a while back, but we are still stuck in top 4, and we need to start looking outside of the box. Your thoughts on seeing?
Well, that race was one of the most words can't explain. It's similar to the 100 meter. Yeah. It's similar to the 100 meter, the anticipation and so on. Seeing the likes of Let's Tobago doing the 400 meter and putting pressure on the American there. Yeah. I don't know. I want to argue, what could Botswana do to, clinch that win?
I think they had an advantage in the first round because America had a 16-year-old or a 17-year-old on their team. They had a baby. Mm-hmm. And that's what I like, the fact that they gave the baby a run. So when they look back at their legacy, they can say at the 2024 Olympic Games, we had a 16-year-old.
Not only that, though, based on experience, on the next Olympics or next World Championship, he will understand the atmosphere.
He is going into 2024.
Yes, he will understand what to do there.
He will be.
The nerves will be out. The anxiety will be out, right, Akil?
Yes, but I don't think there's nothing much that Botswana could have done, because Botswana is now the second fastest nation in 4x400 meters.
But it was close.
And I don't think there's nothing much that Botswana. I don't think there's nothing much that Botswana could have
no
done.
leg? On no leg?
On no leg. I think they maxed out. I think they gave it their all, and I'm just excited because I'm thinking. The world record, ladies and gentlemen, is 2 minutes 54.29.
Wow.
And Botswana ran 2 minutes 54.53. Botswana, I must admit, USA did well, but Botswana, man.
Yes.
But Akil,
Botswana's coming. They're definitely coming.
But HB and Akil,
they're not coming, they're here.
On the third leg, though, I think the start of that third leg runner from Botswana, not starting that when he received the button, not pushing out as fast as possible, because they want that first fifth to be fast, and the American took the advantage there on that third leg. I think that's where Botswana.
But it goes back to the conversation that myself and HP had earlier, where I said to HP that the splits are important because if you look at this 4x400 meters, you know, even if the Botswana athlete had gone out early on in the race, it's still, you know, the question still remains, could that Botswana athlete held off the American athlete? And based on how the American athlete ran that third leg, I don't think he could have. So
I thought that's where Botswana lost the race.
Yeah, but that's
because they were leading.
I believe that's where USA won the race and not necessarily where Botswana lost, because that was an excellent third leg
all right.
from Bryce.
Put it this way: if Lesotho Tobago got that button first, I don't see USA beating Lesotho Tobago.
Yeah, but at the same time as well, you know, we have to. Relay is a team event.
Yeah, we have
it's
to
a team event, and as good as Tobago is, you also have to remember that the relay is a team event, and the third leg for the United States, he did excellent.
Yes.
Indeed. America know how to win the 4x4s. I can tell you, they know how to win the 4x4. And just quickly, the women are lining up for any reason though why they leave the women 4x4 for last. You think?
I think it's a change of the guard.
No, I think they think
it's the first time ever.
I think that Europe can win this relay.
Europe?
Yeah, as in the Netherlands, and the Olympics is in Europe.
Remember, you have the Americans there.
That's what I'm saying.
And the Jamaican is there as well.
Yeah,
well, look at this, ladies and gentlemen. So you have Gabby Thomas on the relay team, Sydney McLaughlin, Lavroni, you have Shamir Little and Holmes of the United States.
Shamir Little is on that US team.
So Gabrielle Thomas finally getting an opportunity to run on the 4x4. Let's see how she goes.
Wow.
That US team is...
Did you say Shamir Little? She's actually in the final?
Yes, so Shamir Little is running on this team.
No, Alexis Holmes?
So let's look at Jamaica's team. So Jamaica's team is Stacey and Williams. Yes.
Wow. No Alexis Holmes on the US team, the depth. Who do we have? Let's see.
The Jamaican team. So the Jamaican team, I saw Stacey and Williams. I'm
not sure who they're using.
I saw
what's the chance of us getting on the medal podium?
Well, I really believe it's unlikely.
It's tough. It's tough.
I believe it's tough, but you know, it's not impossible.
Yeah, it's
but
not.
It really is tough, especially on that ankle leg.
Not impossible.
We'd have a big
and this is why I think we need to push a little bit more for relays, because a lot of these athletes, their medal hope is in the relay, and I think we need to equally focus on the relay the same way we focus on our individual event.
So Stacey Williams is actually running the first leg, which I'm very grateful for. You know, very, very innovative. You know, so Stacey Williams will be running on the first leg. Clava will be running on the first leg for Netherlands as well. So let's see how this sets up Jamaica's chances here in this event. I want to see Jamaica's fourth person because I only saw 3.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out who they're going to use as the fourth person. I don't know if it's Andrenet Knight.
But it's going to be an incredible...
competition.
So HB, you think that Jamaica can make it on the medal podium?
I mean, we know how to make the podium of the 4x4, I must add, but when you look at other teams, our chances are slim, but we have a big heart.
Okay.
So we actually changed the team.
So Cheyenne
So where is Sharoki Young? Where is Sharoki Young? Isn't she better?
She ran a good leg in the rounds.
However, I like this change. I like this change because Cheyenne Solomon.
We have now? Who are the
it's Stacey Williams, Anjanette Knight, Cheyenne Solomon, I should say, and Stephanie and McPherson.
It's just unfortunate we don't have Price in the race.
Price, I think she's not
Price
feeling
love,
well.
yeah, Price love definitely been
They're
a
on
game
their
changer for
marks,
us.
people. They are on their marks.
And they're off. First 50, you want to get the best start. Let's see who will be leading going on this back stretch.
I'll be right back, people. I'll be right back.
Coming in the 200 meter, Jamaica doing a good job there. Stacey and
This is
Williams.
the United States of America.
Stacey and Williams will come off the curve
United
first.
States of America. No, United States of America. They're actually in the lead.
Where is the United States of America?
The
They are
United States of
being-
America, an excellent run leg.
Oh yeah,
by
they're in the
Shamir
lead
Little.
based on the stagger.
An excellent leg by Shamir Little. And Sydney McLaughlin Laroney on the second leg.
Jamaica is in second place. Netherlands in third.
So
People, I'm a little bit shadowed from the TV. I can't see exactly. So if you see we
Jamaica is actually
delaying,
in second place.
that's the reason why we're delaying with the commentary.
So Jamaica is in second place, which is actually very good.
We're trying to get something out of this race, people.
So, but
Oh, Jamaica, stop, run. What happened a while ago? Button drop out of her hand?
Jamaica stopped running that the second leg.
What happened? They lick the button out of her hand? Wow. Wow. So, unfortunate, Jamaica, the button fell out of the second leg runners and on the backstretch. What's her name? Aki?
It's Anjanette Knight.
Anjanette Knight. Don't know what happened. It was a collision. Was it a collision?
It seemed as if she, I don't know, but
She was
how somebody hit the button out of
yeah,
her hand.
and you're supposed to hold in the
that tight?
firm.
I don't know. It is what it is.
It's not like they pushed her on the ground and it fell out of her hand. She should hold that button firm.
The United States are they currently on world record pace?
Let's see.
But a very, very strong performance for the United States of America.
My vision is blurred.
But what an excellent leg from Shamir Little, 49.50.
Yes, Stacey and runner
Very good leg.
Yeah, Stacey and opened very, very well.
I'm wondering how she's feeling right now.
It's not how Stacey feeling, it's how Anjanette Knight feeling.
No, but she made a mistake. I don't
That's what
think
I'm
she
saying.
feel anyway.
Oh, you mean she don't feel anyway? Our team.
Oh, you make you make a mistake like that.
What's the time? It's a new world record. Oh, they just missed it. Did they just miss it or they broke it?
Area
Or
record.
they just missed the world record?
Yeah.
Netherlands in second, USA in first place. And who got the bronze?
Hey, USA. This
Who
has
got the
been an
bronze?
Excellent championships for the US, you know.
Who got the bronze?
The bronze, Great Britain.
Great Britain got the bronze.
Yeah, Netherlands got second. Of course, Jamaica did not finish. Ay, ay, ay.
That's DNF.
Yeah,
Not DNS.
but look at
DNF
this.
did not
But look
finish.
at this, ladies and gentlemen.
Terrible, terrible, terrible.
Four teams running faster than 3 minutes minutes 20 seconds. Whoa! And we said that 3 minutes, sub 3 minutes 20 seconds would have given you the medal. Whoa!
The last event of the day.
Yeah, well, not the last event of the day, but the last event for Jamaica. The last event for Jamaica. Guys, again, we got our heart broken.
Oh, no.
But you know, it's championship. I remember 2008.
Oh, so the baton was knocked out of Anjanette Knight's hand.
Yes.
But she should have held that button firm.
That not even matter.
That don't matter. I don't think anybody get penalized for that.
Yeah, no.
You should hold that button and confirm. Like
It's a relay, you know.
they never
People
push
will
her
confirm
down.
you. No, them not. No, there's no appeal
So
there.
that's different.
Yeah, there's nothing to protest.
You should hold the
there.
button
But
firm.
ladies and gentlemen, though, the United States of America just falling short of the world record. Whoa.
Yeah.
People, as a Jamaican fan right now, I understand the feeling. We are devastating right now. The final race where, we started out looking good, it ended abruptly because of mistakes. Just a simple holding of the button firm causes us
But you know something?
to be in that situation.
This is what championship is about. I remember, I don't know how many of you remember the 2008 Olympic Games where everything was going right for Jamaica and nothing was going right for the United States. And this reminds me of that Olympic Games where everywhere they turned it was just disaster.
For the Americans?
Disaster. Yes, in 2008.
Which year is that? 2008?
2008, the
Okay.
Beijing Olympic Games.
That's true.
And it's just one of those things. It's championship, and we got 6 medals, and I don't remember the last time we've seen such a low medal count at the Olympics Games, but it is what it is, and this is what championship is about, and that is why as a nation we now need to look at track and field as a whole and not just the sprints. The sprints is this, but you have
Just a little piece of the
just a
pie.
little piece of it. You have the middle and the long distance. You have the field that is so big.
But HP, I think,
Throws, the jumps.
I think we are there, but we are not there big as yet.
No, we're not there. We are still in the sprints, and of course the field is coming in nicely, but we still, because even if you look at the sprints, I would love to push some of our men out of the 100 meters into the 200 meters.
But HP, you're not going to see that unless you have some new clubs forming that is specifying on those events.
No, but what I'm saying,
you're not going to see the traditional
no, but what
clubs.
I'm saying, we specialize in the sprints.
Yes.
But yet, when you look at our 200 meters, what is just 100 meter we specialize in?
No,
That's what I'm saying. Why is it that
but
no?
you have to put it
the
in
men are
context,
not-
though. But
what context it
as in, it's just maybe couple of 2 to 3 years now. We're not doing well in.
It's not just no, because if you take Usain Bolt and Johan out of it, and Nikhil Ashmead and Warren Weir, before that it was the same thing with the 200. We would look very good in the 100, yes, but when it goes to the 200, nobody is really running the 200 and running it competitively. So the fact that these 4 men have
I think we'll fix
retired,
it.
we have to know, think broad as it relates to track and field, and this is why countries like America can be dominating year after year, decade after decade, because they spread their wings. So even when we were dominating the sprints, we still could not get to the top of the medal table over them because they were so widespread. They were all over the field. They were in America is even getting medal in middle and long distance. They're in everything. They're medaling in everything. So we could never get ahead of them at the top of the medal table.
No, it is difficult because
we're shallow.
Yeah, we are shallow, and then you have to look at America too. They have a lot of people they can choose from. In Jamaica, you look at the clubs. We, as I said before, we focus on what is going on well for us.
Focus is limited. It's limited.
It is limited.
And
HP.
Every club that is formed, all right, if you have an 800 meter, if you have an 18-year-old now and then come to you and said, Coach Unseen, I want to join a club to further develop, to get from 158 to 145 or whatever, which club would you send them?
You'd have to go overseas. You'd have to go overseas. But that's what I'm saying to you. Hold on.
Overseas
let me say something to you.
But are we putting a lot of pressure on the clubs though? Because you also have to understand that it's where the interest It's where the interest lies.
But we have to change
And
that interest.
No, but
No.
the thing about it, that's not. It's where the interest lies, and where the interest lies, there is where the
Whose
money.
interest? Whose
The
interest?
Jamaican people's interest.
And that is what I'm saying. And you and I had this discussion, and we've had this discussion off air. If you create a brand and you are not promoting your brand, people not going go seek out your brand. But if you put it in front of them, if we create a space for middle and long distance, I guarantee you that people will start coming. Let us go back to 2000, 2001 when Steve Francis formed the MVP. Hardly anybody was training in Jamaica. Mr. Glenn Mills was training people, coaching people like Raymond Stewart and what's his name, Kim Collins, and so forth. But when Steve Francis started MVP, one or two athletes the man have, and guess what? Everybody want to go to MVP now. So you have to create that space, and people, if we create a middle and long distance club right now, within another year or two, the amount of athletes that you would have there training. But if there's nowhere for them to
but
go,
it's not only just the creation of the clubs as well. You also have to think about the corporate support as well.
then go look the support. When Mr. Steve Francis started MVP, the man never have no support behind him. Even when he went out there and said, look, this is what I want for Jamaica, nobody buy into what he was saying. He did it from his pocket and the pocket of his family. And look at MVP.
But
now.
HB, this
You have to start somewhere and have a vision
HB,
to get where you
here's
want to
here's
go.
where I agree with you. I agree that we should start a club that facilitate the middle and the long distance. But we can't say that these clubs that is doing what they are doing now should do it because they are going to do what they know is working. They're not going to want to branch out to that now.
They have expertise.
Yes, how their expertise.
No, but I disagree with that because when Stephen started, and I keep going back to Stephen Francis because I love his story and I'm inspired by his story. When Stephen started MVP, Stephen never knows it was going to take off big like this. He had a vision when nobody else couldn't see. Nobody else couldn't see the vision. And what he did, him go do it all time pocket with it with Bridget. Bridget was one of the first athletes. Bridget Foster Hilton was one of the first athletes that he had. Michael Freighter came back to Jamaica and MVP just started growing. So sometimes you, just like how you guys maybe not see the vision that I'm seeing right now, but somebody just have to go behind the scene, create this vision, and very soon we will have less of our 800-meter athletes.
What I will say to that is that, you know, it will take a brave individual to actually.
I am going to be that brave individual. Actually,
not only just have the vision, but to see it through and see it through to the end, irrespective of the support he or she receives. Because, you know, when you talk, yes, Stephen Francis' story was inspirational, but you also have to think of it. You know, how many no's did he hear in order for him to reach at this place, and how many
he started that club officially in the 21st century, and by 2001, by 2003, Asafa Powell was out there running competitively for Jamaica. And if most of you don't remember, Asafa was one of the favorite for the 2003 World Championship gold medal.
But you also have to understand as well is that the talent pool as well.
We have the talent.
We have the talent.
The high school is what giving us the talent.
We have the talent for, you know, events from 100 straight up to 400. However, when it comes onto the middle distances, the talent that we have at that level is, when you compare that to the world, it is.
And this is why
that is not true. That is not true.
Why we need a system.
That is not
Look
true.
here, our sprinters got better.
That
all right,
is not
before Stephen Francis, all our athletes and our medalists were being trained overseas. The Merlene Otti, Juliet Cuthbert, Grace Jackson, Bert Cameron, the whole of them went to university overseas. When Stephen Francis started MVP and they started to see, and it never took him any long time to start producing. And the same athletes left high school, started university in Jamaica, because a lot of Stephen athletes came in through UTEC. So it was UTEC MVP. You understand? And so if they did not have a place to go, you think a lot of the local athletes that became stars, you think that we would have had most of them?
Understood. But my question to both of you, since you disagree with me, how many of our juniors attained the U20 standard for the 1500 and 800.
We need to develop whatever time they are running. We need to put them in an academy and start develop.
And that's what sponsors are gonna ask. Those are the questions that sponsors are gonna ask. Yes, we have the talent for. Yes, we may have the talent for these events, but when compared to the world,
HB, you know what HB, you know one of the biggest problem is we don't want to build first. We don't want to build first. And nobody want to the tedious part of it first. They just want the glory before the work. That is the issue.
Why we cannot do
the glory before the work.
Yeah, we
can't work like that.
We find all the excuses in the world why we cannot do the work. We can do it just like how we did it with MVP and racers. We can.
And
do
HB,
it.
and he said that anybody who wants to design a club or a program for middle distance and long distance would have to be brave. I don't think you need to be brave. You just need to be smart and understand. A proper administrator.
It's about
vision.
And you know what
it's simple and it's easy.
You see, when you have a vision, most times the only people that can see the vision is the person who have it.
No, it's easy for the person who have it, you know, because you then can see and say, all right, I'm going to work with.
No, but if somebody else come to me with this
and
vision
you can copy.
right now, if somebody else come to me with this vision right now, I say, HP, I have a vision to set up a middle and long distance program, and this is how my proposal look. Without even seeing them proposal, I am going to tell them that that is a good vision because we need it.
It's not hard. You can copy what the Africans are doing.
It's not hard, and that's what I'm saying.
No,
form relationships with the Africans.
KC form relationship with Africans.
There you go. Form relationships.
But ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that's true. Kingston College form relationships.
That's what I mean. But ladies and gentlemen.
So go ahead. Let him go.
It's not. It's not easy as copy what the Africans are doing.
Come on,
and so forth. You have to have athletes who have the talent for the event.
But the talent is here.
You have to have the athletes who have the interest for the event. And truth be told is that, and it's not just at just at the local level, the middle and the long distance events. You have to think about its marketability when it in comparison to the sprinting and the sprints.
You're very typical.
It's not. It's
finding excuses. I don't understand.
This is my vision.
Excuses.
This is my vision. I say if I never believe in it, it would have discouraged me. I swear.
It's not It's not
he
about.
Would have discouraged
it's not
me.
about discouraging, right? I don't discourage it. But it's not about discouraging. But it's also to look at it, put it in its rightful place.
So
the truth is that yes, we want Jamaica to invest in our long distance and our middle distance runners. However, we have to create that pool of individuals who are not just running, times, that is fast within Jamaica, but they're running times that are equivalent to what is going on in the world at a junior level.
Akil.
All I will say about this, it is my vision, and I hope somebody out there who is watching, because I'm not going to stop talking about it, I hope somebody out there will see and buy into this vision and just call me up one day and say, look, I watch your program and I see what you want to do for your country. Let me help you. I just want somebody to provide certain things.
I want to ask Akil a question.
See this vision through.
I want to ask Akil a question, and you can answer it too as well. Before the Africans started to tap into the sprints, what were they good at?
They were a good. The thing about the Africans is that Africans were, yes, they were strong in the distances, but they also had strong representation in the sprints as well.
Sir.
Come on.
We talk about Frankie Fredericks.
Come on.
We talk about Frankie Fredericks.
Can you name 20 or 30 persons?
But it's not about 20 or 30 persons.
They never had any real presence in the sprint.
Do you know
what I'm going to still, continue.
Do you know that Kenya has a Olympic champion in the 400 meters for men?
How long ago?
That was in the 1970s.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So it's not as if the Africans don't have a history in the sprints. But if you compare the Africans to the Jamaicans, what we can say is that the Africans, when they have individuals who are talented in the sprints, they would train elsewhere.
Let us go back to let us go back to
Omenyala trains in
1948.
France.
Let us go back to 1948. Jamaica won a silver medal at the 1948 Olympics. The same gentleman come back 4 years time, 1952, and won a silver medal in the 800 meter. So if you're going to say Africa has had a history in the sprint, widespread from 19 wherever, we have had it too in the middle distance, and we now see where Africa is now coming forward more in the sprint. So why we can't come forward more in the middle distance?
And we have been improving. We have been improving in the middle distances. However, it goes back to the talent pool of our young people.
Have the young.
So it's just talent pool is the issue?
But the thing
it's
about,
not the talent pool issue.
No, the thing about the talent pool is that talent pool, when compared to other nations in the world, our talent pool isn't there.
We can do it.
What I will say is that, if our talent pool grows in the middle distances, then in terms of more corporate support and so forth, I believe that it would send a stronger message to corporate Jamaica that
HP.
Look here, you know what I notice? You know what I notice with people in general? Everybody want to give to winners. Nobody is interested in development. So you have to run barefoot, you have to run hungry, you have to be homeless throughout your development, and then when you go out there and make that big throw and win, all of a sudden everybody
want to come in.
You. Nobody is interested when you did hungry. You know how many of our athletes compete hungry, homeless, and live out of them car?
HP, this is where I think Akil is going wrong. Running 147, 150 at high school doesn't guarantee you that you'll run 143 at pros. It is the continuity of the program.
Of the program that will
get you. So you may have a Jamaican that is not, you're matching them up with them at the under 20 hour. That don't guarantee them at seniors that they can't beat the Africans.
Look here.
It's the program that is going to enhance their talent in the seniors.
Indeed.
Okay. So
recruit them from the high school, just like how you will recruit athletes from other school to come to your high school to compete in champs. When those class 3 or class 4 boys come in, some of them are run like what, 13 seconds.
Yeah,
by the
30
time
seconds.
By the time them second class 3 year, them are run what?
10.
10-6.
Yeah, because Jamaica has a
because
Jamaica has a strong pool for the sprints. For the middle and the long distance, you also have to take into consideration where are they going to get regular competition for them to shine their
to prepare the program, create the program.
For that.
But even if we create the program for that, as someone who is running
if
someone is running 147, the fact that they're competing against other 147s, they're less likely to push that barrier and run 145, 144 if they're competing against 147, 148, 145, 149 men. So the thing about that,
at what age you're discussing, because each level is different. Each level of development is different.
Well, we're talking about junior level as well as the senior level.
All right. So you want at the junior.
Just like how Akil, hold on, just like how Akil argue the middle long distance pro, it's seen where a lot of Jamaicans look at it, this is why we're not pushing it, No, it's the same kind of excuse.
We're in a dark place.
Yeah, we're in a dark place. So you have 1 and 2 people saying it can work and pushing it, and imagine we are even having track and field meet now that has stopped at 400. We had 2 major track and field meet here, the Racers Grand Prix and the Jamaica Invitational, and none of them go beyond the 400 and the 400 meter hurdles. Yet we want to be represented.
Look, even at the throws. Look even at the throws. Stoner now. You know how much person is going to run and jump and run and stoner back now?
I would love to hear some of the comments from the people.
Bring
up some comments. I'd love to hear what the people in the comments saying about this. Unseen, where's your phone?
Mm-hmm. Yes, but as it relates,
we can.
But as it relates.
Comment. We soon talk the comments. We soon get the comments.
Yeah, we need some comments.
I don't doubt that we can do it, but I do believe that you know, it would definitely require commitment from such individuals in terms of, you know, as relates to investing in our middle distance program. And you know, it's not only just setting up the program, but having the necessary expertise, you know, expert individuals coming in and overseeing the program. You know, because as I said before, you have to have the talent, you know, you have to have the talent, you know, that matches what is going on in the world. We said it already. Navaske Anderson, he is the national record holder. His time is his national record is 1 minute 54. You know, 1 minute 44. My apologies. Thank you, producer. 1 minute 44. We just saw in the men's 800 meters that 1 minute 43 was not even enough to mount a podium response. 141. That's 3 seconds separating Navaske Anderson from his international competitors. So it will require commitment. It is not an impossible vision to see through. However, corporate Jamaica or any other entities, they have to see that the talent pool matches the vision of yourself, if this is what you desire for the country.
I don't know, but
we're at the end of the Olympic Games.
We sadly we do things in the reverse. We don't buy into visions and we don't support it, but yet all of us sit around our television when it's championship time and we want finalists, we want medalists, we want Olympic record and all these things, and we are not supporting the vision. We are not supporting the vision, but it is a vision that I have to help to develop our middle and long distance program, and I am still working on my proposal and putting it together, and I'm hoping that somebody, and I know that it might not be anybody from my country, and sadly it will maybe have to take external force to come in and develop something that is going to benefit your country.
Understood.
So with that said, guys, we're going to wrap up.
Remember, I'm coming with the comment. The comment.
Yeah, let us look at some of the comments quickly.
Give me a second. I'm just trying to get the internet up and running.
But overall, your thoughts on the championship, Akil, while
the championships have been, on a whole, it has been a really exciting one. We saw an exciting men's 100-meter race. All 8 men in the final running sub 10. Second, 7 men running sub 9.9. So, that was exciting.
Wow, a lot of comment.
Sydney McLaughlin Lavroni, she broke the world record. We saw a world record in the mixed relays, 3 minutes 07. United States of America almost breaking the world records in both men's and women's 4x400 meters. We saw a blanket finish in the 4x100 meters for men. It was really exciting. The triple jump, we saw basically 9 competitors jumping over 17 meters. It was really exciting. Long jump was exciting. Well, not as exciting as I wanted to be. The women's triple jump as well. It was a really good championship. The distance events were exciting as well. What I will say is that Paris really delivered in terms of the quality performances. Yes, there are some events where you'd have wanted better faster times or longer jumps. However, I think the Paris Games did deliver in terms of its the quality of the performances. As relates to Jamaica, it wasn't the best championship for us. However, I think 6 medals, 5 medals from the field, 1 from the track. I do believe that there's something that we can look for.
From the track.
It's 2 from the track? Oh, thank you for
Broad
correcting me.
And
my apologies. 2 from the track, 4 from the field. So I think
when was the last time we saw anything like that? This is amazing, as much as we did not get the medals in numbers, but when you look at the flip and how we got those medals,
indeed.
Yeah.
But there is a lot of our team is very young. There's a lot of talent that we expect to develop in 4 years' time, and there's a lot of talent that is waiting in the wings waiting in the the arsenal. But overall, it was a good championships, and I'm happy that I was invited to be on this panel to to really unpack these championships.
Yeah. Yes. Go ahead and read some comments.
Alright. So, Kim on Koyman said nice work on scene and HP. Chat. Kim on Koyman is a caterer. She owns a company.
Okay.
You might have a potential.
So why you didn't tell us about her? All right, next time, yeah.
But she's Lumumba, which if they can run in the icon then you can run in Jamaica. Stephanie, I think. Steve Williams said Jamaica with below Paralympic all. We're looking to see if they can scrape a medal in this cup. Steve Williams, Jamaica have just messed up in the forward. Mike Larry falling a nation to Jamaica. Sherika McGrath, Jamaica bring a bag of salt because Russia Beach.
You figure beach.
Steve Williams said Dominica Grenada said those that have beaten Jamaica in the Olympic and per capita. Nadine said perfect ending to summarize Jamaica Olympic results. Meeting need football. Somebody head needs to roll.
I agree.
Our focus is on long distance.
True.
That was a appeal.
Yes.
Well, the person agreeing with me.
No, nobody agreeing with you.
Nobody agreeing with you right
What
now.
they're saying?
I'm so rich to them. Michael McDonald did not see overseas. If you incentivize, then they'll all show for you. You too negative, bro.
Yes, it's true, man. It's true. Thank you.
The truth teller. That person looking at the glass half full. But destroyed.
Yes.
Michael Sandler said sports in Jamaica is not treated as a business.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you.
Answer the question. The one of the arts, right? Truth teller.
No.
The truth teller saying so. Have you ever heard the word training?
Beat him, man. If you get beaten, man. Beat him, man. Beat him.
What else? What else are they saying?
Alright, we're going to Viper. No, Michael Salah said last time. Plus, look how long Seymour Newman 800-meter record stood. Microphone. I have an issue with the microphone. Okay. Hearing me loud and clear? Because I don't want to miss these comments. I keep listening. So we are at Viper. Thanks for the streams during the Olympics. Very good content, and we all appreciate your hard work. HP, have anything to say about that one before I continue the rest?
You know, something just hit me a while ago while I'm here, listening to the comment and thinking, I cannot remember the last time Jamaica has not medal in any relay at the Olympic Games. Not one relay medal. No, man, me hurt, me broken.
All right. Viper again. Will you guys be doing live streams when the World Championship starts next year in Tokyo?
I plan to.
I think HP is going to carry the team to Tokyo.
We'll see. If somebody wants to sponsor me, yes.
You have to speak it in the bean, right?
Yes.
We're not going to say that it is dark like the Middle Easterns.
Yeah.
I can't go, right?
But I definitely want to do this for the World Championship. Let's see.
All right. So Horace Lynch, this has been a disastrous Olympics Games. It begins at the ends with the management and conflict between the J3 and the JOA. Heads should roll. Viper. Very, very, very well said, Horace Lynch. Lex is all. I would expect more competition. Rich Pow, man from England. Big up yourself, Rich Pow Sports. People go and subscribe.
Rich Pow.
You don't know.
Blessings.
There is a breakout opportunity for a young man or a woman, boy or girl in the 800 meter.
Not one really.
It would be easy. No shortcuts. We'll cut it through.
Somebody want to sponsor me to do that middle long distance club? All those comments coming in. Want us to team up and get it done?
Job commenting, okay, we don't normally, acknowledge them. Job comment,
Yeah, man.
All right, we can go through before we close off.
Yeah, almost wrap up time.
Michael Sadler said Jamaica has the 800-meter foundation at Pence. Jamaica dominate 4x8 boys and girls event. My dear, you have a great vision.
Thank you, thank you.
Hey,
thank
the one
you.
the liquor kills still now.
Yeah,
The one-
thank you,
the
thank
uppercut
you.
is up.
Guys, I would love to realize this vision for Jamaica. I have the blueprint, I have the proposal ready. I want to set up a middle and long distance program in Jamaica where I want us to spend half of the year in Jamaica and half of the year in either Kenya or Ethiopia. So already I'm starting to have some conversations and reach out with people. So please guys, I need your help to do this because I need to prove this young man here saying that I cannot do it or Jamaica cannot do it. But seriously though, I want to do this. This is a legacy that I want to leave behind, that I was a part of Jamaica's track and field. Yeah, so that's my legacy. That's what I want to leave behind.
More
comments? Yes, yeah.
All right, so Michael Sadler said my mic was off. Okay.
Producer is saying that we have less than 10 minutes.
All right, so we're going to finish up our last couple of comments. I think around four leave.
Yes.
And so on. All right, so let me continue. So, Horace Lynch said, talent without infrastructure development and a clear vision will fade very fast. The governing bodies of the most sports in Jamaica are failing our Olympic prospect. TNF is now not delivering. Rich Poe, American boss parish. Whatever lessons can be taken, take them. Not Bell rang out beautiful, great idea. Jamaica review must be robust and honest. Do we have the stomach for it? Lee Ross said, what a mess. The Olympics of Jamaica, very embarrassing, must do better. Wow. So, people, want you guys to like, subscribe, and share to HP Track Chat. It is important you go over there. We want to get her over 1,000 subscribers so that she can reach the qualification mark to be monetized. Okay, people? It will help with our vision in terms of getting that distance program up and running.
Thank you very much. Please. Thank you very much. Please to go and subscribe because I really need to start generating some funds so I can start realizing this dream that all of us will enjoy together. Thank you.
So I think that's the last one. Last comment, HB.
Oh, yeah, they go.
People remember to like the stream. Understand me, like the stream. It helps to send the video out to as many people as possible so that, other persons can be filled with information. And this platform is for us to learn as well, who is on as the analysts. We're learning from you guys and also you guys learning from us. So again, from Unseen Sports and HP Track Chat and Akil and management, we're happy that you guys take your time out each day to come on. We deliver proper production, and I just want to say thanks to all of you guys for listening to us. Like, subscribe, and share. You understand me? HP Track Chat, she's doing a wonderful job. Great content over there. If you go over there, people, you see Aileen Billy, say all the stars, the past stars, sharing their story. So go over there and subscribe. Like, when I stop telling you, go over there. Need to get her to the milestone. All right?
Thank you very much for that, Unseen. And guys, thank you very much. It has been 10 great days. I mean, I have to thank the Jamaica Pegasus for allowing us to invade their space and do this. And guys, if you ever want to stay anywhere in Jamaica, especially if you're in Kingston, the vibe at the Jamaica Pegasus it's just awesome. The energy is always up. The food is good, the rum, everything. The Jamaica Pegasus is a place to be. And also I want to big up Singer Jamaica Limited for giving us that 50-inch television that we were able to give away. So if you want your sewing machine, go to Singer. If you want your washing machine, your dryer, your TV, your microwave, anything, your nice bed, Singer Jamaica Limited is the place to be. Also, I want to big up Wet Sundays Continues. They are live on Facebook every Sunday. Also, I want to say thanks to Microware for outfitting my people throughout this.
Chris, big up yourself, Chris.
Big up yourself, Christopher Williams, who is doing A good job. Thank you very much for that. Also, I want to say thanks to HP Entertainment. So if you're ever in Jamaica and you're having an event, HP Entertainment will provide the music, the that. And also, I want to big up my staff behind the scene. Where's my staff behind the scene? Please to come in front of the camera. Please come, guys.
Please
quickly.
Please come.
My
Sash, come.
producer.
Sash,
Where's
come.
the cameraman? Call the camera.
Cameraman,
Yes,
come.
you're going to see all of them. Come, Vicky.
HP, while they come in, can I drop the link of the WhatsApp group so persons can join?
Yeah, they can join if they
Okay,
want,
so
yes.
I'm putting the link of a WhatsApp group
And
that
please
we
to put
form.
the link of my channel.
Yes,
also.
so that you guys can jump on to this channel and be a part of it. This channel will talk about behind the scenes
Vicky.
stuff and so on.
Yes.
And we prepare our live streams here.
Yes.
All right,
so
people.
here we have Vicky. We have Vicky, who is the baby of the bunch. This is Vicky. She has been behind the camera and everything that we've been doing all week. Vicky is a student, University of West Indies. Of course, she is doing her studies in media production and the whole film production and the whole work. So she's the baby of the bunch. Of course,
Seriously.
Akil is the next baby. But now I'm going to introduce my producer, Sash. This is the person that, keep us up to date with the data. When we make mistakes, she said, she's a person who makes sure that we're on time. My cameraman, who is afraid, he's afraid of the camera. He
I
doesn't
don't
want
know
to
why
be on
the cameraman don't want to promote
But,
himself.
we have a great team here. Akil, who has been awesome, and I have to reach out. I have to send a shout out to Track Diamond, who introduced me to Akil, and he has not disappointed.
Big up Track Diamond.
He is my data bank. He's my So Track Diamond, if you're watching or anybody who is watching, big up to Track Diamond. She brought him in for us and stuff. Of course, a doctor in the making, sports medicine doctor. That's what he is studying. So, big up the young people, and we have to give the young people them a bus and everything. So very soon, he will be a part of my organization that will be focusing on Jamaica's middle and long distance program. So we have to push him, we have to support him. He will be our medical doctor for that. And of course, unseen TV. We can't agree, me and him can't agree, but of course
We agreed earlier.
we support
We were on the same page a while ago. What are you talking about?
Yes. We support each other.
And we're Calabar, we like Calabar, right?
People, let me tell you, him stress me out. When I notice some days when I see him,
We don't like it.
yeah,
No, we're not
him
gonna say
stress
it.
me out. But
You say Calabar.
nonetheless, it's one Jamaica, and we have one goal in mind, and that is to help Jamaica however we
Look
can,
at Sash face.
and put us on the map. And wherever we're lacking, we are here to get that done. And thanks for your support. Thanks for being here, guys, and everybody who supported my family, who made this possible. Because let me tell you something. It takes a lot of money to do this, but you know something, it is worth it. It is worth it. And I just want to big up my staff and the people who came on board, and thank you for being here every day. I remember when Thursday we weren't on, Thursday we weren't on, and people were messaging me, you guys not going live. So thank you very much for the interest.
HB, I want you to tell them about the plans after this. We want them to come back to the platform and watch, our other shows that we are planning to
Yes. So next week, Thursday, we are going to do a recap. My show is normally on a Thursday. So when I get back home, we are going to be doing a recap of the championship on Thursday. Of course, we're going to look at organizations in terms of us here in Jamaica. We're going to be looking at the Olympic track and field side of it on a whole, Jamaica, how we need to step up, what we need to fix, what went well for us and what we need to maintain, like the field events that dominated. We need to maintain that so that we can, get better at it. The sprints that we did not dominate, where we fall down, we need to find out what went wrong and fix that going forward. And of course, we also need to look at how we can now incorporate the middle long distance now that we have the sprints at a certain level. We have the field at a certain level. Next step is a middle and long distance program. And of course, we're going to be looking at the federation. What is it that the federation need to do in order for us to look more business-like as a country on the world stage? Any other thoughts, guys, before we go?
Yes, I would love anybody who want to contribute to the to Unseen Sports with the super chat or super sticker. You can do so. This is the last and final live show watch party. So if you're coming out, if you're leaving now, just drop something on the board, like the stream. That's all we're asking. All right, Michael Sadler, Janet, Horace Lynch, all the persons overseas who have that option to drop something on the board, you can do so while we're leaving. All right, big up on yourself. Enough respect. We are out.
One Jamaica. We are out. One Jamaica.
We are out.
One Jamaica. Remember that, guys. Always one Jamaica. Thank you very much, and we're out. And that's
Paris
where
Ayad.
we end it all.
The world is watching, and so are we. Let's support Team
today.
Jamaica from Yad as their quest for gold at the Paris Olympics begins. Hi everyone, I'm your girl HP, the host at HP Chat Track. We're here to cheer on Team Jamaica, win, lose or draw.
HP Chat Track, in association with the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel and sponsored by Singer Jamaica Limited, presents Paris Ayad. Come hang out with HP as we chat about the Olympics track and field with athletes, fans, coaches, and friends of Jamaica track and field and independence style. The Pegasus Hotel in Jamaica is the place to be from August 2 to 11. Come chat with HP Chat Track as we go live with interviews and discussions.
Your girl HP is on her mark, so get set ready.
On your mark, set, go.
Oh yeah, make we chat about it. What if I said, make we chat about
Let us cheer on Team Jamaica in Paris from Yad.
it. Check and feel at the topic.
Remember to subscribe, like, and share with your family and friends, Yad and abroad.
We're running it all